With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. Streams online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. One ticked off across the board with charge to ward because the squad can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch on why a sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. It's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if I try to find a Shoutouts can't see it powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunch and into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. She's nearly over and a win is in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Sunday the 15th of January 2023. I do hope you're all doing well indeed. And a big shout out to that being said, I'm doing a live show right now. They started like over an hour ago, like an hour and a half ago. They are interviewing, or sort of the guests that they even are, the Tractor Beam duo of Indrid Cold and Snoot. So together, they make up the Tractor Beam. So there you go. Yeah, show them some love, show them some support. If you've not already, been by and given them a wee like, whatever, and said hello quickly, feel free to do it. I put a link in the chat. So yeah, big ups to that being said. And a couple of them will probably be in here later on after they're finished. Stevie Dead often comes by anyway, for example, you know what I mean? So yeah. So shout out to them, and also the Tractor Beam as well. They've only started doing their streams kind of somewhat, a wee bit recently. Kinda, you know what I mean? But it's very good stuff, so you know what I mean? It's very entertaining stuff, you know what I mean? So big ups to them, big ups to that being said. But still, this is Bingo, this is my own little show, so let me get on with my own little show. Phil is live, he's awake and all that shit. And, yeah, interesting wee thing that, well, actually it was Alt Insider, that being said, found on Twitter. He said that it looks like somebody else does his schedules for Phil. And his thinking for that was this here. So, Phil's daily schedule crap. You can see here, join me for daily live streams. No live stream tonight as I am filming Private React. Wednesday is my day off from streaming this week, and then it goes from that to if you want to see Phil do a first time ever sports related event, become a channel member, blah 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 blah. If the monthly goal of 600 is hit, he will do a Super Bowl Saturday Marathon Bash event. Someone else appeared to have wrote that fucking paragraph for him or something, but what the fuck's going on? It goes from first person to third person. So my consensus is that somebody else, writes at least part of his goddamn schedules. You cannot have, and I mean also, if you're going to stick to one, you got to either stick to the first person or the third person. If you fucking do both mix up, it gets far too confusing. And your English teacher in school will tell you can't fucking do that. It'd be wrong grammatically to fucking do that. You gotta have one or the other usually. You can't really fucking flip it back and forth, it gets too fucking weird and confusing. At least to me anyway, that's what I was fucking told in school by my English teachers. But yeah, it's kind of weird going from I, me, my to he, they, in the same fucking thing when you're fucking talking about your own goddamn shit in your own fucking schedule. I don't know. No updates on WWE Champions from TJ, apart from the fact that Down from the Rafters has been grinding in the new event. And Phil is actually in the fucking top 52 now, so any updates on that I'll let you know. So, Phil is live as I said, you know what I mean? He's just chilling and all that shit, he's going to use the restroom and then he's going to begin. Better actually hurry up then. Let's spin this wheel and pick our card. And good news? Good news? Members! Oh, it just kept looking members. That will be what we're picking for today's card. Tommy was asking, did Phil ever get to 4th place in the WWE Champions? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think he's ever been that high. He might have been, I don't know. Anyway, Members is the thing we're going to use for today's card. I've not even fucking generated everything yet. Hang on, 2 seconds. We'll just have Snort by the centre square. You know, it's nice simple one. So, anyway, members is going to be a criteria for picking today's bingo card. This actually might be a bit annoying to do. Members. The problem with that is that it's going to clash with that. So, the first number in chat I see, any number, just give me a number, chat, any number, no criteria, just fucking give me a number. First person that I see post a number as the card I pick. 15. 15 was the first one I fucking saw, so Quasar X15, that is the one I'm going to be using, so thank you very much for that. So, hold on, so it can be gifted memberships, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold on. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Thank fuck, it was a low number. Jesus Christ, if that was not even a really high number, that would have been fucking annoying. Thank you for Quasar X for only fucking making it 15, but that was legitimately the first number I saw. Pam so said put members in quotation marks. Well, I've made it now anyway. Sorry, I was a bit of a fucking. See, I don't know. I didn't know quotation marks would have worked on Control F. Holy shit! Yeah, fucking shout out to my fucking ignorance. A couple of things. We got there in the end, and there was only fucking 15 of them, so it could have been a lot worse. I didn't fucking prolong it too badly. Let me just save the card now very quickly in case Phil does start going live earlier than anticipated. Ever losing a damn mind because I didn't. Hold on. Oh, it's okay, hold on, calm down. I'll just save the card now very, very quickly, and the card has been saved. Fan dabby dozy indeed. Still, is Phil still noised the back yet? Let's just make sure for future reference, okay? For future reference, let me just test this, just to see if my dumbass can fucking learn something. Oh, quotation marks didn't work. It doesn't pick up anything because of quotation marks, because it's trying to find those quotation marks. Oh, bugger. I don't know then. Actually, I wouldn't work either. I don't know. We made it anyway. Fucking made it in the end. That's the bottom line. We made it in the end. So, the bingo card has been picked, and it's already been saved anyway, so, good stuff. So yeah, we can close that, the card's been saved, fantastic stuff. Phil's back from fucking going for a piss break. Let's very quickly get the game set up. Yeah, you guys all know the drill by now. 100 likes from Phil equals a free space on the card for us. 100 likes on this stream equals a free space as well. If Phil snorts 25 times, that is also a free space. And if he has 10 burps, that is also a free space. And the burps and snorts can double up to multiple free spaces. So if Phil snorts 50 times, that's 2 free spaces. If he burps 20 times, that's fucking 2 free spaces, and so on and so on. So yeah, now we have a card. Let us actually have a look at it, shall we? So Phil is... the card looks like this, so... Phil laughing, him saying Q&A. Thumping style, him saying tips and support. Him drinking, him doing the old turbo nose, him saying by the way, years ago story and example. The third row is Phil scratching his stash, flailing his arms, him snorting, him saying addition and mocking his chat. And the fourth row is Phil saying idiot, members, some YouTuber jealousy, excited and help. And the final row is Phil saying wow, you guys. That being said, shout out to that being said, family, if Phil brings up any family members, like if he talks about his wife or his cat or his mother and dad, or anyone in his fucking family, any family talk, that's it, that counts. And finally, you see, that is the full bingo card for today's show, and I think it's a quite decent card. I quite like it. Let me fix this bingo card, just so it's not as... It just annoying me. That kind of, it looked a bit long at the bottom there. So there we fucking go. Good stuff. Pam Soul's asking, hope I'm doing well and family doing okay. Yeah, we're doing okay. Like I said, it's one of those things that time's always going to kind of be a thing to help, but it's going to be better for a while. Oh my god, that fucking thumbnail. That new fan art from fucking Phil. Who thought it was a good fucking idea? Who thought it was a good fucking idea to make that fucking fan art? Jesus Christ. Anyway, the bingo card was like a decent one. But then again, I thought yesterday's one looked decent and we were too shy in the end. So, yeah, it is what it is. It's just so fucking weird seeing some of these fucking pictures that people send in for Phil. It's bizarre. But yeah, Phil tweeted very recently. Let's see what he tweeted exactly. Good morning. So this is what he's saying. Good morning. It's Sunday and I'm only doing one stream today, but it'll be a good one. Join me on the Level 1 podcast as I talk about my surprising power outage last night. Then we dive back into One Piece Odyssey for chill, interactive JRPG fun. So that was Phil's tweet from fucking 5-10 minutes ago, just to try and get people going to his fucking streams and support him. I actually made a wee video last night. Don't know if you guys have seen it. I'll let me find it for you guys. Let me find the video. So I actually made a wee short video. It's like a minute long, like a minute long, like 15 or something. But it's a very short video, just because Phil seemed to kind of just I don't know what the fuck was going through his fucking tiny mind. DSP confused over bugged beret mechanics. Guys, King Jad here. Phil doesn't know how to wear a beret, and even when he's given specific instructions on how to wear the beret, he still seems to find a way to screw it up. So yeah, he got $100 off the fucking Dutch brothers who demanded he grabs the whale tail gin and take a shot, which he was gonna do. God damn it! Thank you very much, Crazy Rex, for warning me he's about to start. He's actually started a bit earlier than fucking anticipated. Bottom line is, Phil doesn't know how to follow instructions. There you go. I've videos on my fucking channel anyway if you want to fucking check out. So guys, you all know the drill by now. Tag me and Chanka to miss anything on the card. I don't try to miss things on the card, but I just do sometimes because I'm a dumb bastard. 25 out of 25 means one of you guys win a prize in chat. Good luck guys, here we fucking go.
Good morning everyone. Oh, here we go again. Alright, hold on. So, if you can tell, there was obviously something that went amiss last night in my home, which is why my camera is all screwed up. So if you give me a second to fix it, I would definitely appreciate that. Welcome to the Level 1 podcast, where we are busy having fun down here on Level 1. And basically recovering and adjusting from a power outage last night, which I'll talk about on today's show. And the power outage basically reset everything in the house. It was unexpected, because last night we were not having any kind of a storm or inclement weather or anything like that. So everyone here was kind of very shocked that it happened, kind of out of nowhere. It happened around 10:15 p.m. Pacific time. So as you guys know, when I stream, I finish around 9:15-ish, 9:30-ish, and then I upload. And, then I relax with my wife for usually an hour or two before we go to sleep. And what happened was I was in the midst of all of my uploads when the power went out. And it definitely threw everyone for a loop. Actually, one thing I would like to test right now, if you could bear with me. I want to see if my capture device is working. I believe it is, but I just want to double check. Only because when the power's out, Yep, you can hear it, you can see it. Okay, good. Good. I was just curious because sometimes you never know if something's going to get, misaligned or, screwed up. Lucky for me, it looks like it was just minimal nonsense, no big deal. We'll talk about this in a moment, all right? But anyway, welcome to the show. Today is Sunday, the 15th of January, 2023. Of course, I am Darkside Phil, and this is the only show for the day, meaning this is it. One stream today, the podcast and one segment of gameplay. There is no double stream today. If you're wondering why, it's very simple. Once a month, I have to take some time off from my streams in order to film private patron react videos. It has become an increasingly more popular thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I don't rarely ever talk about it, so I'm not shocked. So I have a Patreon. Patreon.com/DarksidePhil. There's some people that just pledge every month because they want to support this content, but they don't actively attend the streams, nor do they have the capability to contribute during a stream and get a shout out during a live stream. A lot of the people who contribute on my Patreon are behind the scenes supporters. They watch the content on demand and they're happy to maybe do a $5 pledge a month in order to help support the content. And I appreciate that. That's really well, I'm very grateful for that. Okay. We got some people who've been doing it for years and years and years that I've had this Patreon account. I say it's Patreon, not Patreon. It's Patreon, excuse me. So anyway, there has been increased demand in the last year to refresh my Patreon. And it was actually a viewer of mine, Slayer, who came up with the idea. He said, you know, you've been doing React content in 2022. Why not do private React videos for your patrons? And I was like, well, that's an interesting premise. How would it work? He's like, well, you already have a $50 tier where if someone pledges $50 to your Patreon, they can request a private Q&A video, which has always been a staple of my Patreon since the day I started it, like 8 years ago, something like that. So anyway, basically, like, why don't you do it a little differently? Why not do React content instead, where if someone pledges that amount, instead of doing a Q&A video, you do a React, all right? Now, the thing is, there absolutely are variations on that and limitations to that. You can't just unlimitedly react to stuff because there's copywritten content, licensed content on the internet, and a lot of these things have problems. For example, there was one someone asked me to react to like a montage of music videos from an artist, and I did, and one of the music videos got claimed and blocked, which means my entire video I made for the guy was unwatchable. And I ended up having to re-edit the video on YouTube to remove the clip that got blocked, and then luckily it worked, and the person was able to see their private react. So anyway, it doesn't always work, because, you know, you got to be careful what kind of content is on YouTube and if it's legal to have it in your own content or not, all right? Anyway, so over the last year, many more people have asked for this, and usually any given month, at a minimum, I'm making at least 2 of these videos, and each video is 20 to 30 minutes in length. So as you can see, you can take some time to make them and set it up, play the videos, react to them, and upload them. But then I got, in the second half of last year, a big increase in demand. There was one month I actually had 6 or 7 of them I had to make. This month there's 4 again. So with 4 videos, that's roughly, you know, 2 hours of content to make. And I'm like, well, that's perfect for the night stream. Sadly, that means I can't stream tonight. All right. So that's why I'm only doing 1 stream today. I have to do those private React videos for patrons. Tomorrow, we're right back into the thick of things, back to the normal schedule, where I'll be doing, you know, full days of gameplay streaming yet again for you. All right, so no worries there. It's not like, oh, this is a regular thing. It's not. I usually do it like once a month if I need to, okay? All right. So, 1 stream for today. Hopefully, it's a good stream for you guys. And I hope that the very good start that we had to this playthrough 2 days ago continues on today. All right, but then I have today, tomorrow, and Tuesday to continue on in my streaming week. Wednesday is my day off for this week, just so everyone knows what's going on. And then after that, we've got another full, likely 6-day streaming week. That is going to be a balance of all the games that I'm currently playing right now. We actually have a new survival horror game I'll be starting on Tuesday, and we're going to talk about that today as well, because we determined that last night on the late stream. Okay. So how is everyone? I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're all having a good weekend. I certainly am. I'm having a good time here. And I'm ready. As you can see in the background, we are on the 7 seas. We have set sail yet again. It's a nice color. I like this color, like aqua. Like a seafoam green or aqua color. Very nice. I'm really enjoying this color. And incidentally, this is the color of the game that we're playing today, One Piece Odyssey. It fits the nautical theme perfectly. So I'm happy that we actually have this color in my lighting setup. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on and everything. So first of all, last night we were able to well, actually, okay, let's start at the beginning of yesterday. Oblivion. I started my Oblivion playthrough. It went really well. First half of the stream we did major story, and then after doing that major story and getting a little kickstart into it, we went into side content, which was just as fun. And I'm actually looking forward next time when we play Oblivion tomorrow to doing a lot more side content style stuff, because everyone says it's the side content that shines in Oblivion. It's really where the game has its strengths. While the main story is just kind of okay, the side content is the best stuff in the game. So tomorrow, maybe we'll just do a whole stream of me exploring and doing side missions and stuff like that, okay? But anyway, it went well. People seemed to enjoy it. Attendance was good. Support was good. Engagement was good. Everything was good. So I got no complaints about Oblivion so far. That was a really great start yesterday. And then last night on the late stream, we finished up Resident Evil 1 Remake, which went well as well. You know, first of all, in a surprise twist, it was one of the Dutch brothers, Ronnie, did a very ginormous and generous tip asking me to take a shot of Whale Tail Gin. Now, that was a running gimmick that I did for my Christmas marathon, but being that we didn't have much to do last night, it was only like an hour of gameplay left, I said I would do it. So he gave me a ridiculously large $100 tip. I was like, wow, thank you so much. I took a shot of the gin, and off we were to the finale of Resident Evil 1 Remake, which, quite frankly, because I kind of remembered what was coming, wasn't that challenging. We pretty much got through it without much difficulty. Got the best ending of the game. And then, for the second half of the stream, we ended up doing a Q&A segment where we talked about what is the next survival horror game that we should play. And we came to the determination after about, half an hour of chatting that it should definitely be, Signalis. This is a survival horror game that is a game that came out around October. It's on Game Pass. It is a game that is a sci-fi futuristic plotline, but is set in a situation where it kind of plays like classic survival horror. It's got the old school classic tank controls, limited ammo, inventory management, challenging puzzles. See what I'm saying? So a hell of a lot of stuff that's going for it that makes it feel like an old school classic. Apparently, a lot of people played this in October and loved it. I missed it because I was so busy with all the other new releases, but now we have opportunity to play it. And people are saying, it's about 10 to 14 hours long, and it's a game that would be perfect for right now because I'll have enough time to play through it and finish it right before the Dead Space remake comes out on the 27th of January. So, sounds good to me. We're beginning this playthrough on Tuesday. Okay? So that was fun last night. And like I said, I set everything up to upload. And, everything's good. I go downstairs and I'm talking with Kat, where she's telling me about her day playing Oblivion. And we're having a good time.
So, Pause asking who are the Dutch brothers. You know, the lights behind Phil, for example, those LED lights that are lighting the background for him, they were sent by the Dutch brothers. You know, what have the Dutch brothers contributed so far to fucking Phil's content? Well, was it the 8-ball? That's right, they sent the 8-ball as well, they gave him the 8-ball. And, they are generous supporters. Some people think that the Dutch brothers are linked with, remember OIC? Only Iced Coffee? Because the Dutch brothers are like a company in Seattle which manufacture coffee or something. And so there is some kind of ties there between Only Iced Coffee. And, the coffee tie is quite interesting. It seems like a hell of a coincidence. But, the Dutch brothers are just two guys that seem to really fucking love Phil's content and give him lots of money to support it. I can only imagine that Phil perhaps maybe drink their coffee, which is why there's some kind of strange, kind of weird give and take relationship there, because Phil does drink coffee not in the morning, but the evenings anyway. But so one of the Dutch brothers is called, a user in his chat called Ronnie Blaze. What happened last night was at the end of the day stream, the guy was saying, if we drink gin if I give you $100, and he deliberately tried to bait it out of him. It's one of those things where Ronnie was like, get a bottle, get a bottle, get a bottle, and Phil's adamantly just kind of saying, if you tip me, I will. But he didn't want to go get the bottle until he saw that tip was in, confirmed in concrete. And then finally Ronnie Blaze gave in, gave him $100, and Phil was like, oh my god, I didn't expect it. The fucking usual kind of crap Phil says is, I didn't expect it to happen. It didn't seem to believe him, despite everything the Dutch brothers have done for Phil, and the amount they've given him over the fucking many months now. He doubted that Ronnie Blaze was actually going to give him the money to fucking, But yeah, $100 tip from Ronnie Blaze, one of the Dutch brothers, and he requested, just say it's the Dutch brothers that tipped you. And so Phil went downstairs and grabbed his fucking gin and brought it back up, and the damn bottle's nearly empty as he poured out another fucking shot for himself. Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, the Dutch brothers are two, supporting fans of Phil that have given Phil quite a few things to try and improve his content behind the scenes. And it's one of those things where it's a shame where his fans actually have to be the ones to give Phil things to improve his content, because Phil is not willing to invest his own money into improving his own goddamn setup. That's just the way it is now. It's up to the fucking audience to fucking provide, upgrades to the fucking shit, not Phil.
And boop, power goes out of nowhere. And we're like, whoa. And I looked and it was like 10:15 roughly. I'm like, 10:15? And I look outside, I open the back door, it's like, well, it's raining a little bit, but there's no wind or anything, so I wonder what the heck caused this out of nowhere. And I look, it's the whole neighborhood. It's not just like us or localized to our street. The entire neighborhood has no power. So obviously something major has happened here, okay? So, luckily for us, we're prepared. See, I grew up in Connecticut. And in Connecticut, power outages were actually pretty frequent. I would argue we had 5 of them a year, because in Connecticut, you have like the worst weather. You have terrible thunderstorms, horrible windstorms, you know, insanely excessive heat, terrible ice and snow. I've been through so many situations where the power went out in Connecticut that I'm always prepared, okay? So I immediately start going around the house. I know where the first flashlight is. I grab the first flashlight, and this leads me on flashlight quest. You know, going through the house, grabbing all the flashlights in the house. Now, the good thing is, we already have a lot of candles in the home that automatically go on around 10 p.m. We have a lot of battery-powered candles in the house.
Hold on. Battery-powered candles automatically go on. They're not real fucking candles then, are they? Like, they're one of these kind of fucking LED fucking candles or some push. Battery-powered candles that automatically go on at 10 p.m. But they're not actually real candles, unless this fucking battery-operated thing somehow produces a little spark to ignite an actual fucking wick of a fucking candle. What? This is new to me. If that's a thing, that's brand new to me anyway. This sound... Fuck's sake, Phil.
Particularly in the living room, that go on around that time for nice ambient lighting. So the living room already is fine. We can see everything in the living room. Like, wow, this is fine. But the rest of the house is pitch black. So I had to go around the house grabbing it, and when I finally collected all of them, I was like, all right, it's been quite a while since we had a power outage, because out here in Washington, we almost never get a power outage. It's very rare if our power actually goes out here in Washington State. Very often it would go out in Connecticut, all right?
And he's taking a fucking drink as well, so we can fucking tick that off on the board. Dashy says he sent something. Hang on, let me check this fucking thing. Dashy says, I sent you a laugh, feel free to share who the guy is. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, Dashy's message here was, DSP thinking what One Piece actually is. He's also turning into Pugwash too. What the fuck was that shit? I've never seen that before in my fucking life. What the hell was that? So, yeah, thanks Dashy for that. The DSP crew. Fucking dent heads fucking bashing their fucking thumbs and trying to fucking use a hammer. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Anyway, thanks for that, Dashy, for a little fucking random little detour off the fucking podcast to fucking enjoy that. Dashy, I never watched Captain Pugwash. I never watched that.
Ronnie says, was Jasper going crazy? He was definitely intrigued. Of course, cats have better eyesight than humans in the dark. So he was walking around with me, basically, as we went around the house gathering the flashlights. He was intrigued and wanted to follow me around, wondering what was going on. He wasn't freaked out at all. He was just, you know, curious. What the heck's happening here? So, you know, I went through the house, grabbed everything, plopped it all down in the kitchen. Okay, we've got one room light. What this is a large LED light that just is like, will fill a room, okay?
Ah, for fuck's sake, Phil. Dashy wants me to look up the crew names of fucking Captain Pugwash. Hang on, hold on. Captain Pugwash characters. This will be fucking good. Right, what does the Wikipedia say? The characters of fucking Captain... You got Captain Pugwash, Master... Oh my god, fucking... There's Derek right there, the Master Bait. Master Mate Derek, a somewhat dopey character. Barnabas, Willie, Tom the Cabin Boy, Cutthroat Jake. What the fuck? Master Mate and Captain Pugwash. What the absolute fuck? The ship name, what's the fucking name of the ship? Does it tell you where the fucking name of the ship is? Blah, 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 blah. Hang on, what's the name of the fucking ship? Oh, the Black Pig. The ship is called the Black Pig. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh my fucking god. Yeah, I've never seen Captain Pugwash, no. Jesus Christ, man. Fuck me, man. Jesus Christ.
Okay, that one takes a ton of batteries, but it also lasts a very long time. Then we've got 2 high-powered flashlights that are adjustable. Like, okay, this is good for walking around the house and seeing everything we need to do. And then I had 1 mini flashlight. One of those
oh my fucking god, what is the big fucking deal with this fucking... How empty is his life that he has to turn this into some sort of fucking 10-15 minute story? Most people will be like, you know, the power tripped, but you know, it's fine after a while, you know what I mean? We got torches, not shit, we're fine. We had a couple of candles, we're good. Most people would explain this in less than 30 seconds. Oh, has to fucking drag it out into some sort of fucking 15-20 minute fucking segment. I'm speeding up. 1.25.
You click with your thumb, you just hold like this. And then we had another one that was a longer flashlight. This one is actually meant to go in places you can't really see well. It has like a stretchy neck, so you go around corners and stuff. And then lastly, we had a emergency radio. So this emergency radio has a rechargeable battery in it and a crank. And you can crank this crank a lot. You know, you know, for like 10-15 minutes, and then it charges the battery for like 20 minutes. So
okay, guys, I'm going to need to do something there. I'm going to need to fucking do something with that. So, first of all, I'm going to slow it down. Second of all, I'm going to mute. Third of all, insert your own DSP story there of what he was trying to fucking demonstrate. You're welcome. Let's go back to fucking normal fun. No, let's go back to 1.25. Fuck normal speed now. But yeah.
charges the battery for like 20 minutes, so you can use this radio and you can listen to what's going on if there's an emergency in your area. But it also has a built-in light, but it also runs on AAA batteries. So I was like, all right, we don't know what's going on. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pop in all the batteries into everything. So I pop in basically, some of the flashlights still worked well. The 2 handheld flashlights were fine. But the emergency light, we hadn't worked, not the emergency, the room light, we hadn't used in 100 years. So I'm like, okay, these batteries probably aren't good. And I open it, and one of them had corroded. I'm like, oh, it's gross. So I cleaned it out, you know, got rid of the broken batteries, wiped it all out, cleaned it up, put in new batteries, turned it on. Whoa, it's so bright. It's like the whole bottom floor is bright with this LED light. Like, whoa, it's so good. So we got that on. And so then I start, you know, putting in batteries to the other things. I got the emergency radio working. But the good thing is, with our phones now, if the internet goes out, because we have them connected obviously to our wireless internet here, they go right to the satellite internet. And immediately I got a couple emails, one from the power company and one from my internet company, both saying, so you got a power outage, you know, it's reported, and, you know, our estimated time is about 2 hours, where it'll be down and it probably will come back up, so just rest easy, no big deal. It's not like this is a giant disaster. We should have things up and running in about a 2-hour time frame. All right, it's not so bad. Kat was getting upset. She's like, man, this is the one time a day we get to spend time together and relax, and now we can't do what we normally do. And I was like, yeah, I know, but yeah, I come from Connecticut where literally the power would go out so many times that it wasn't that big of a deal to me. I was like, let's pour ourselves a couple of drinks. So we did. We poured 2 margaritas. We each had a margarita. We sat there talking. She was telling me about Oblivion. I was telling her about stuff from my day and stuff. And so basically, we're just kind of chilling, you know? And then the battery up here starts going crazy. The battery backup for the PC. Because I have a battery backup for the PC. All right. I bought it. I want to say I bought it like 2017. It was probably 2016. Okay. My old battery backup had died. And therefore, if the power went out, everything here would go out, and that's not good. With the PC, you don't want to have a PC that just goes off when the power goes out. That could destroy your PC. Oh, I know from experience, okay? So I have a battery backup here, but it's old. You know, it's from like at the latest, it's like 2017, so you're talking like a 5-6-year-old battery backup that's on every day, all day. So the thing, within 5 minutes of the power being out, because, you know, I went around the house, I grabbed all the flashlights, right? I got the batteries in them, and I started pouring us drinks. All of a sudden, beep, 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 beep. Uh-oh. So I come up here, and I look, and it's like, oh, you only have like 10 minutes left. I was like, 10 minutes left? What are you talking about? Why? This thing should be charged. Apparently it wore out. You know, it's in there every day. It's plugged in. So they're giving me like desperate little time to like, you must shut everything off now. If you don't, within 10 minutes, it's going to shut off anyway. So I'm like, all right, well, what are you going to do? It said that the power's not going to come back for like 2 hours. So I might as well just shut down the PC. Because remember, the PC was in the middle of uploading the day's videos. It had uploaded the daily wrap, but it hadn't finished uploading the Resident Evil 1 remake conclusion, nor had it finished uploading the, you know, the Q&A and vlogging, you know, session that we had done where we determined that it would be Signalis that I'd be playing next. So those were kind of mid-upload. I was like, well, what are you going to do? Doesn't look like it's coming back in time, so I might as well just shut everything down. So I did. I shut off the monitors. I shut off the PC. And so then I said, all right, good. So I go downstairs, and my wife and I...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, children. Oh.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money,
Okay, well, first of all, thank you very much to Lunar Guardian for Super Chat. It says he was afraid to talk to his wife. I don't think he was afraid to talk to his wife. I just think he couldn't be arsed to fucking talk to her, because what's he going to fucking talk to her about? How was work? Well, it was okay. I sat on my arse and fucking played video games poorly. A bunch of people gave me fucking money. I actually managed to fleece $100 out of some moron. Yeah, that one, the one that gave me the fucking 8-ball and the fucking catnip for Jasper, that moron, managed to get $100 out of him just for fucking drinking gin on stream. Isn't it incredible, honey? That's the kind of fucking story to fucking tell. But yeah, I was fucking afraid to talk to his wife. I just think he can be fucking arse trying to make conversation with that fucking moron. So, who knows, Phil draggled around the whole entire fucking house, searching for every single fucking flashlight, making sure it's all working properly, anything other than fucking just relaxing and chilling with his beloved, wife. Nah, he's got to fucking, I'm gonna go around the whole entire house and make sure every single fucking flashlight has batteries that work in it. Fuck off, Phil. Anyway, Black Mage Super Chat, thank you very much. He says, first idea is to bust out alcohol, not a drunkle. Well, I said this earlier on in that being said thing. Apparently Phil claimed in the past he was an alcoholic. I refute that tremendously. There's two simple things here. Phil has either never been an alcoholic in his life, or he still is an alcoholic. It's one or the other. A recovering alcoholic would not be something you guys don't understand, because you guys didn't see. Let me check his. Let me check. Let me just go to his fucking. Has he got the fucking podcast from last night up? Or even the second stream? I don't even know if he would have fucking recorded it. I need to go. I need to go to raw DSP. Hold on, go to raw DSP from last night. So let me find it here. It took Phil a while to fucking to actually fucking drink. Well, not even drink, but fucking play the game.
On a shot of whale-tailed gin.
Look how would a former alcoholic really react this way to, gin and sniffing it?
Oh, it smells so good. Oh, man, that's good. I've had a few.
Well, that's a big fucking surprise there, for fuck's sake. You get what I'm fucking saying, though. Like, former alcoholics wouldn't put him through that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he used to be an alcoholic and they're recovering from that, to me, that's not how it usually fucking works. The bottle's worse than half empty, by the way. That was like 3/4 empty. This was last night, yeah, Phil was, he was stalling playing Resident Evil because I didn't have that much longer to play. The first hour, essentially, of the fucking stream being live, almost the first hour, Phil was not playing the game. Yeah. Also, do I need to fucking show this? I did make a wee video about this, but I think it merits hold on, let me see. Can I find it? I think it's here, okay.
Where the silver pin is where the cap badge or logo would be on a military-style beret. It goes almost in the center of your forehead.
Center, the pin should be in the center of the forehead.
So, the pin would be in the center of your forehead.
He sees the instruction, he acknowledges the instruction, and where does he put the pin?
The pin. So like this.
On the side of his forehead.
Like that. That's how you wear it?
What a fucking moron. Yeah. Fuck that. Anyway.
And, so then I said, all right, good. So I go downstairs, and my wife and I are basically just sitting in the living room. We're having a drink. We're talking. And waiting for the power to go back on eventually. And my wife is like, well, I'm getting hungry. I was going to have a night snack, but now I can't do anything warm. I don't know what I'm going to do. I was like, well, what can you do? We have no heat. We don't have gas. We don't have a gas oven. We have an electric oven. So it's like, not like you can turn on the oven and warm anything. I guess, we're limited to what we can do. Sucks, but, that's life. And all of a sudden, as we're having this conversation here, beep, 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 beep. Sounds like a time bomb ticking down. I was like, what the hell? So I come back up here. So now the battery is like, oh, you have like 30 seconds or the battery's going to turn off. I'm like, I turned everything off. So the battery itself warns you when the power's out and warns you that it has something draining it. But then also when it's about to turn off, it goes crazy, apeshit. It sounds like a time bomb ticking down. I was like, all right, whatever. So I held down the button and finally it turned itself off. I was like, what an annoying thing. So that was off. All right. We go back downstairs And at this point now it's been over an hour because the power went out around like, I want to say like 10:15, and it was like maybe 11:30. After having going up and down and all around the house or whatever. We're like, okay. And all of a sudden the power goes back on. We're like, okay, this is good. Because it's only 11:30. Now usually we go to bed around 12:30-ish. We're like, we got at least now, with the power back on, we got about an hour. My wife can have something warm to eat if she wants or whatever. So then, yeah, so I had to come back up here, turn everything right back on, get the videos re-uploading. You know, no problem. And that was good. I will say this. This is one of the distinct improvements from having moved from Connecticut to Washington State. In Connecticut, inclement weather was a huge problem. All right?
Dreaded end, just saying, I pointed this out a while ago on another bingo stream. I'm ex-military, so it stood out like a sore thumb to me. I didn't think he'd still fuck up with instruction. What a bell end. Yeah. I don't even know if that beret he's wearing is like... Who the fuck knows where he got the fucking thing from? Amazon, I imagine, where he fucking gets most of his fucking shit. I have no idea, but yeah. I just thought it was incredible. He saw an instruction, acknowledged the instruction, he read the instruction right, and he still performed the instruction so fucking poorly.
During the winter, you would always get heavy snow, sleet, ice. The roads would be terrible, very dangerous. You'd always have to remove an insane amount of snow every year, ton of times. Your car would constantly get buried in snow and ice. You know, it would be like an igloo. You have to crack it out of there. And it would be unsafe. It would be very dangerous. Then, come summer, you'd have insanely hot, 100-degree plus weather, plus high humidity, thunderstorms, tornadoes. Yes, they had tornadoes in Connecticut, but crazy windstorms that would cause power outages. And like I said, like it would be a frequent thing. Quite a few times a year, I'd be out of power and kind of assed out and not able to do anything. There was one time, and this is documented, I was out of power for almost a week. Yeah, almost a whole freaking week. There was no power. What? Yeah, I mean...
Why did he say, and this was documented? Is he worried that people are going to fucking call him out for fucking lying or some pish? There was one time, and this was documented in case motherfuckers claim me I'm fucking lying about this shit. What the hell? This was documented.
What kind of a system do they have over there that the power can go out for a week? And it did. It was like 4 or 5 days with no power. It was insane.
Oh,
it wasn't like...
So it wasn't a week then, Phil? It was 4 or 5. You can't even remember how many fucking days it was. You're saying it was fucking 4 or 5, for fuck's sake. It went from 7 days to maybe 4 or 5. Yes, it's still a long time, but it's not a fucking week.
Oh, it was because there was a disaster. They're just terrible infrastructure, not prepared for anything over there. I really hated living there. Just be honest, you can always look back. A lot of people look back fondly, right? I look back fondly at the food. I look back fondly at the zoo. And I look back fondly at, my family, my parents.
I love how the fucking family were almost an afterthought there. The food was the first thing. First and foremost, Phil misses the food. That was his one true fucking love there. The fucking food. And then the zoo. And then, is there anything else I'm forgetting about why I fucking like living there? I guess my fucking family, my mother and father, I guess they should be fucking included in this fucking list as well. Yeah, I guess it makes sense to include them and all that stuff, what I miss about fucking back home as well.
And stuff who I used to spend time with. That's it. Everything else about that place is ass. The weather, the prices and taxes, the fucking people, the government is shit. Too many people living there. Way too many, what do they call per capita or whatever. There's too many people living in it. The population density is too high. Crime was going up and everything as I lived there. Like, everything negative. Like, seriously, it's very hard for me to say, wow, I really miss Connecticut in a major way because it was really bad there. Like, no exaggeration. I just did not like being there. And I was so happy when I was finally able to leave. And so, here in Washington State, this is definitely one of the biggest changes. We don't get tons of inclement weather at all, and there.
Pause, Clay, in case I don't even think Pause Clay asked you if Phil's been racist, but I think it could be borderline there for him talking about Connecticut population density and all that shit. Jesus Christ.
Therefore, we don't have these issues with power outages, internet outages, and shit like that. I'm actually much more capable of doing a full-time job here as an online content creator in Washington. I've been far more consistent and had almost no issues since I moved here. Almost 9 years ago, as opposed to in Connecticut. It was like all the time we had problems. I couldn't upload and stuff. So, yeah, it wasn't that bad at all. And then it was funny because we go to sleep, as usual, and we wake up this morning, and this morning I get emails. Oh, I don't know if you're aware, your power's back on. I got text messages, automated text messages. Yeah, your power's on. I was like, it's 10 a.m. and I'm getting this now. The power went on at like 11:30 last night.
Some people don't fucking go to bed, until like fucking... Some people might go to fucking bed at 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. For some people, it would have been possible. Their power was not on, and then they went to fucking bed hoping to be alright in the morning. Phil, don't just assume that everyone shares your fucking lifestyle of staying up until... right, by the way, Phil does not fucking stay up until fucking 12:30am. Bull fucking shit. How many goddamn times have we seen fucking drunk tweets from Phil on WWE Champions or shit? He'll be tweeting randomly at 2am, 3am, 4am his fucking time. Fuck the fuck off that 12:30am bullshit fucking bedtime, Phil. We know you're fucking speaking absolute gibberish right there.
11 and a half hours to send out this notice as if I'm stupid. I can't tell the fucking power's on. Tell me what the hell the point that was. I have no idea. And by the way, I do have battery backup for my alarm clock, which is good, because if I didn't, this has happened to me a few times where power actually went out.
Yeah, but Brotherhood of Steelmen is saying night shift doesn't exist in Phil said. Exactly, he just assumes that everyone fucking goes with him, in his fucking schedule. The world aligns with his fucking dumbass schedule. Threaded End says, also to properly shape a beret, you need to soak it and leave it on your head wet and let it dry for 3 to 4 hours. I'd love to see him deal with that for a whole stream. Oh, you'd fucking die on pneumonia, man. You'd try to kill him, Threaded End. You'd try to kill this motherfucker live on stream as he sits there fucking freezing off. Oh, I can feel the water's run down my fucking back and I'm so cold. Guys, please tip me so I can keep warm. Fuck off, Phil. QMP says, the second assumption is the power was on for everyone at the same time. Exactly! These things sometimes come in increments and stages. You can't just... It can all go off at the same fucking time, but it might not all... Not everyone might get a fucking power on at the same goddamn time for themselves. This is something, Phil's world. Everything revolves around Phil and his own little fucking world.
When I was asleep. And the next morning, I wake up, and I'm like, why is my clock blinking? Oh, shit. Now, of course, this is back when, I used to have, office jobs and stuff. And I have to call the office or call the job. I'm so sorry. We had a power outage here. My clock is blinking. The alarm didn't go off. I slept right through it. I'm working. I'm going to be in as soon as I can. I'm embarrassed. What can I do? It's just a human thing. And admittedly, most of my jobs were very okay with that. They weren't too bad about it because they realize it's a human thing that happens, especially if there's a reported power outage. They believe you. So it is what it is. But anyway, it wasn't that bad. That was a little power outage story for you guys. Okay, so no big deal last night. Not much lost of anything. I mean, if any of the videos are a little delayed, but it's not that huge of a deal. And we're prepared. We are absolutely prepared. I even said to my wife, our candles that go on automatically downstairs, I think they run for about 4 to 6 hours. I say, hey, if the power doesn't come back on tonight, just turn them back on. And, that way we have light down here, right? Well, we don't have to worry about it till the morning. We'll just leave them on. And, of course, when we get to sleep, it wasn't going to be a big deal. Anyway.
Hold on. Did he just say by the way?
Tonight. Not much lost of anything. I mean, if any of the videos are a little delayed, but it's not that huge of a deal. And we're prepared. We are absolutely prepared. I even said to my wife, our candles that go on automatically downstairs, I think they run for about 4 to 6 hours. I say, hey, if the power doesn't come back on tonight, just turn them back on. And, that way we have light down here, right? Well, we don't have to worry about it till the morning. We'll just leave them on. And, of course, when we get to sleep, it wasn't...
So it didn't say it. Sorry, my bad. I thought it might have said by the way, but it didn't say it. Okay. By the way, for everyone that just joined, welcome to the stream. I do hope that being said was a good podcast. I enjoyed what I saw of it so far. But, yeah. Cheers for the wee raid. That being said, guys.
It's going to be a big deal. Anyway. So, anyway. There you go. Interesting story, maybe not, but something to talk about today on the podcast. So let's talk about today, all right? So today, it's time for more One Piece. My one gameplay stream of the day. We are going to continue on with One Piece Odyssey, all right? Now, I would definitely like to say a special thank you to those of you who were here for the official premiere of One Piece Odyssey on Friday. It went really well. Basically, attendance was good, engagement was good, support was good. Now, I say good, not great, because I'm not expecting a JRPG like One Piece to do insanely well. I'm not.
Oh my fucking god! You didn't need to fucking say that. That is so fucking unwarranted to fucking say, for fuck's sake. Jesus fucking! It's like no, Phil. That's so fucking. Why would you even fucking bring that up? Why on earth is that fucking pertinent to your fucking audience? What the fuck do what the fuck do the audience gain from you fucking telling them that it could have been fucking better? You're not expecting them to fucking go crazy. Fuck off, Phil. Jesus fucking Christ, man. One more fucking time.
Basically, attendance was good, engagement was good, support was good. Now, I say good, not great, because I'm not expecting a JRPG like One Piece to do insanely well. I'm not expecting 400 or more viewers every stream. I'm not expecting there to be insane amounts of, people coming out of the woodwork for it. It's never been that way. Every time I played a JRPG, going all the way back to some of the classics that I played over the years, and then games like that were new releases like Dragon Quest XI, Yakuza, Like a Dragon, Final Fantasy VII, and Earthbound from this last summer. These playthroughs don't infamously do that well with my whole audience, because not my whole audience likes JRPGs. Some people say that they're too boring because they're too slow paced. And listen, that's okay. Everyone, different strokes for different folks. You can't please everyone all the time. For me, I grew up playing JRPGs. And for me, this style of gameplay is fun. This style of gameplay is interesting and neat, and I actually really like JRPGs for what they are. A lot of people don't. They like more action-based RPGs, or they just don't like RPGs at all. And that's fine. If that's, we'll float your boat. It's okay. Don't worry. We've got other RPGs. I'm playing Oblivion at the same time. There will be other styles of RPGs coming up, I'm sure. It just so happens the newest one is a classic style JRPG, all right? But what I'm happy is that those who came by on Friday lived up to their promise. Remember, I was concerned that if I played a mainstream JRPG right now, that it wouldn't do so well. But I can tell you, attendance, support, and engagement, all were...
I can tell you one thing right fucking now, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, hold on. So we've got a tracker here. So, a reminder. When Phil played a demo of One Piece, he got $27 for a demo. That fucking meant he was worried. He said, guys, I'm going to need buy-in, guys. I want to fucking buy this game, but if nobody fucking supports it, I don't think I can fucking play it. And then he fucking played it in the day stream 2 days ago, and Phil got $108 in tips altogether for that day stream debut of One Piece Odyssey. And he's like, yeah, it's actually fucking got me some money. I was able to wear a fucking hat and all shit. Fuck off, Phil. But yeah, what was it? What is it I want to fucking do? Let me think. Let me see. It's different as well because obviously the night streams usually have far lower attendance than the day streams. So of course the fucking night streams are going to have, lower engagement in that regard in terms of like numbers for people coming by. The day streams is just more people watching. That's just a simple fact of the matter. You lose your European audience usually because they're fucking asleep, and even for Phil on the west coast of America, he finishes like 9:30, doesn't he, at night? And that's like, midnight, after midnight, fucking UK, to the East Coast time. So yeah, naturally the day stream is going to have a higher number of people usually engaged with the content. Whether they fucking give money or not is not really the point, but it's more about the number of people watching the goddamn thing. So what was it? I'm just curious, the night stream was the 10th. 10th and 13th, so 10th minor. Hold on. 2 seconds, guys. Let me find this. It's the 10th minor. Give me a second. So 10th minor and the 13th major. Sounds like I'm fucking saying musical terms and all. 13th major. Because these fucking streams, the raw DSP stuff, has like numbers on them. 309 watching the demo. 300, 343, 316. So it got up to like 350 odd at some point there. It's fair to say. And then had a fucking break, of course. And then it ended. Did I end earlier than usual, or did the clock freeze? The clock froze. Okay. But yeah, at its fucking peak, you could argue Phil had like 350 odd there. How about the fucking day stream then for the proper fucking official debut? That's his podcast rambling, gameplay 400 almost. 350, 335, 335. It's pretty much the same numbers, low 300s. The numbers were the precise same, you could argue. There's barely a fucking fluctuation between the night stream viewers in terms of numbers and the day stream viewers are following you for the actual fucking... So the only big fucking difference maker was the amount of money both streams made. That is the one big difference. That's what I was curious about. Like, how many people were watching the fucking demo, that night stream demo, and how many people were watching the fucking day stream first official fucking playthrough of the game because it was also past the demo. Fucking Jesus Christ, man. Basically, Phil bitching and whining about fucking not getting money, as usual, but he's not fucking saying that because he doesn't want to fucking sound like a fucking scummy piece of shit, even though that is exactly what he's fucking saying, because the numbers were the exact same engagement-wise, viewer-wise, between the fucking night stream and that day fucking stream, for the 2 times he's fucking played the game so far.
We're good on Friday. Obviously, I'm hoping we can keep up with that with the rest of the playthrough. The playthrough's going to be at a minimum 30 hours long. Right now, we're about 5 hours in. It's going to probably be longer if I end up doing the optional side content, okay? Now, I'll say this. In the last 2 days, Slayer actually wrote me a couple of emails, very detailed about One Piece and its background story, as well as the current cast and crew of the Sunny, the current Straw Hat crew. And I read through it. It was very interesting. I mean, he just gave me a very entry-level explanation of a lot of the characters and everything. So first I learned all about the world of One Piece and, how that grand line, plot line had basically been resolved a long time ago. There was the 4 kings. and I guess Luffy became one of those kings, and all this different stuff. Like I read all these things about the different groups, in the lore of One Piece. And then he wrote up all this stuff about the crew of the Straw Hats and explaining their backstories and explaining, what their goals are, their ultimate goals in life and things like that. And I appreciated that. It gives me more of a background of who these characters are, what their motivations are, and what their capabilities are. Because once you have that knowledge, now you can go further into the game with more of an understanding of what to expect from each character, right? So that's good. And I'm actually excited now to play it more today because I think I'm going to understand it a little bit more just having read through that kind of, base level explanation. And by the way, shout out to Slayer because I know it took probably a while to type that out. It was good, 2 very long emails that he wrote me, okay? In addition, after the success of Friday's stream, I was contacted behind the scenes by someone who said,
Who cares what they fucking said? We've got our first bingo of the fucking game. Now, what did the fucking dent-headed say behind the scenes?
After the success of Friday's stream, I was contacted behind the scenes by someone who said, one thing that would probably be really cool for this playthrough is if I got a straw hat, very similar to Luffy's straw hat, to actually wear during the playthrough. Hold on one second.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What the hell? Oh my god! Holy shit! Guys!
Nah. Don't buy it. Don't buy
The
it.
Sunny is outside. It's pulling up to my house right now on my private road. And Luffy is there spinning a straw hat.
But how did they get the gate code, Phil? They're fucking trespassing. Call the police, you fucking boring cunt.
He's gonna toss to me. Okay. I'm just being stupid. But no, this is true. A viewer contacted me.
I mean, that's not a fucking bingo because Phil fucking had his fucking fake laugh. So yeah, what did this fucking moron behind the scenes contact you? Did they fucking suggest, don't tell me it's going to fucking offer to get you a fucking hat. Just buy a fucking random straw hat on Amazon and be fucking done with it.
I'm just being stupid. But no, this is true. A viewer contacted me on after Friday's stream and said they liked it so much and they saw how much I enjoy the game and they felt it would be more immersive if during the One Piece streams we had a special hat that if we hit the funding goal of the $100 that I would put on Luffy's straw hat and actually dress the part. Now, interestingly enough, someone else had an interesting comment last night. They were like, don't you realize that you also have a red vest? So basically, if you get the straw hat and the red vest, if you get the full tip goal of $150, you can put on the whole ensemble. You will look like Luffy. I was like, I didn't even think of that, but you're right. I have a red vest too. So I can be Monkey D. Phil D. Luffy. Monkey P. Luffy. Monkey Phil Luffy. There you go. DSP, MDL, MDP, Monkey D. Phil, Monkey D. Luffy, MDP. I don't know. But anyway, that'd be pretty funny. So supposedly, unless something's changed, the hat is coming today at some point. But I don't know exactly when, since I didn't order it. I don't know exactly when the delivery window.
Oh my god, someone actually bought my fucking straw hat. Someone actually fucking bought him that fucking shit. And it's gonna come home like, oh, I can't. To Jesus Christ. Here's a fucking great way for you to make money, and let me fucking buy the thing for you to make more money from. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Is I don't have the tracking information. If it shows up today, great. Kat's home today, and she's actually said she'll be on the lookout to see if anything arrives, and if it arrives, she'll let me know, and see if we can get it. Last time around, Amazon did deliver this ring light relatively early, right? I think they delivered the ring light around I want to say it was 11ish. So now it's 11:30 and nothing yet, but we'll see. If it shows up during today's stream, great. If not, worst case scenario, next time that I play One Piece later on in the week, that's when we can have it for that stream. Okay, curious to see what it looks like. But anyway, that'll be neat. Okay. So just to remind you. One Piece Odyssey is a JRPG. It is slow turnstile based. That means there's not a lot of action going on. Is there open world exploration? There is. Are there puzzles? There are. Is there item finding and chest looting? Yes. For the most part, it's going to be turn-based combat. If you're not okay with that, you're not going to like the game. But I love it. And, so far the story's been interesting. We actually are into the first major plot line of the game. We actually return to the town of Alabasta, which is a, excuse me for that. Sorry about that. It is one of the older plot lines of One Piece. It's actually when they were introduced the first time ever to Nico Robin, who then became part of their crew. So, yeah, we're talking about, very long time ago. But I think that's the plot of the game is you're going to be going back to the past to these various interesting plot lines throughout their history, but the things will take place differently in each one. You have to basically, tackle whatever the challenge is there. And once you've tackled it, then you go back to the present day and you regain some of your powers. And then eventually you're going to tackle the mystery of this new island that you've arrived at, okay? So, I've enjoyed One Piece so far. I had a lot of fun with it on Friday. I hope that you guys are ready for some chill fun with me today. There's definitely going to be a lot of interaction. It's going to be a chill stream style event as opposed to a stream where it's all focused on insane amounts of progress or it's taking all of my energy and focus because it's an action-based game. Oh, I got to pay attention. It's not that case at all. Instead, it's going to be a more casualized playthrough today, okay? However, this is my only stream for today, all right? So I'd appreciate it for those of you who are here. If you enjoyed today's stream, if you're having a good time with me,
here we fucking go.
Please support it in any way that you can, since it is the only stream I'm doing today, and on a normal day I would do 2 streams.
Phil, you're doing fucking stuff for Patreon. You have literally been given $200 for doing your stuff on a night. This stuff is fucking going to happen. That would have been a night stream. Instead, you're fulfilling $200 worth of content to create. He's making 4 private Patreon React videos tonight instead of doing his fucking live stream. So that is $200 he's already been given that he's now got to fucking basically work for. He got paid for it up front because it's fucking Patreon. So now he's going to fucking earn that money essentially by doing the fucking thing he's already been paid for. And he's going to fucking pretend I'm not going to make it. No, Phil, your Patreon, you're basically fulfilling your fucking duties from Patreon that you're even fucking paid for. This is not, oh, this is a lot of income per day. No, Phil, you're literally fucking, you've already been given the fucking Patreon money, aye. But did you fucking finally goddamn earning that goddamn Patreon money by making these goddamn fucking ridiculous React videos?
Yes, this could affect me for the week, so please, if you can, support in any way. And it's as simple as, oh, you like today's stream? Please give it a like. That brings engagement to this channel. It lets more people know that I'm playing the game. There's one thing I'm going to start doing. Someone had recommended this to me. They said when you're playing in particular games, and especially new releases, you should put hashtags in the title of your stream. Because I guess when people are searching on YouTube and they're saying, let's say I want to find a One Piece Odyssey stream.
Yeah, he went a bit crazy with the hashtags. Hashtag gaming, hashtag livestream. Yeah.
If you do that, I guess what happens, it'll find the hashtag. I don't know how it works. I guess it's supposed to be the same thing for like YouTube Shorts. So I'm going to start doing this for new releases. As I play a new game, I'm going to put like hashtag in the name of the game and hashtag maybe other things that are related. And hopefully this will be enough so that more people maybe could find it in the YouTube search. I don't know, but I'm going to give it a shot. And if you guys like the stream, that adds engagement to the stream that lets more people to find it in the YouTube search. So please consider liking the stream if you're having a good time. Now, if you'd like to go above and beyond, there's so many ways that you can contribute and support my business and streams. Super chats, super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships, tips, all appreciated, all help a ton. I will shout out any kind of contribution that you give to the stream simply because I'm grateful and I want people to know that you did step up and...
Fucking grateful. Fuck off, Phil. That is another bingo. We have a diagonal line from bottom left to top right. That is one more bingo on the board. This greedy motherfucker, man. This is the fucking endless greed knows no fucking bounds. It really doesn't. One more fucking time.
Super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships, tips, all appreciated, all help a ton. I will shout out any kind of contribution that you give to the stream simply because I'm grateful and I want people to know that you did step up and help out in a big way. Remember, DSP Gaming's a lot different than the vast majority of full-time YouTube channels out there. There's no paid product play.
This is YouTuber jealousy.
There are no advertisement streams, no partnerships, no shilling on DSP Gaming. What you get is content that you find entertaining and fun and meaningful, and none of the filler. All right, I don't do that shit. Even on today's stream, I have not run an active ad break yet. If I run one, I will be one ad break during the entirety of this stream. That's it. You see any other ads, I'm not running them. That's YouTube doing it, but I only run one ad break per major stream. That is it. Everything else is pure content for you. All right, so I hope if you like that content, you will support it in any way that you can, especially because today I'm only doing the one stream, so it would really help to get as much support as possible on today's first stream, okay?
Shut the fuck
Since we're on the topic of support, I'd like to get the gratuitous plug for the monthly membership goal out of the way, so that way we can move on to the rest of the schedule, okay? So, as you can see, if you look below, we have a members goal of 600 members for this month. We have 9 days left to hit that goal. Why 9 days? Because there was a big member bomb that was gifted to this channel on Christmas Eve last month, and that's going to expire on the 24th of this month. So, about 100 members are going to disappear, which means, yeah, that's going to basically put that way out of reach, unless we hit it sooner rather than later, all right? And so, with all that being said, all right, I hope that you guys will consider either becoming a member or renewing a membership that possibly could have expired, or...
That's not our bingo because it said that being said. Shout out to that being said.
gifting memberships to the channel. You know, gifting memberships is a great way not only to support the channel, but it also helps out your fellow viewer and fan here. People have enabled gifted memberships. If you haven't yet, type !gift into the stream chat, and that'll give you a link that you can go straight to the page where you can enable gifted memberships. And most people are eligible, not everyone. Some people have these brand accounts, or you're international. In a lot of cases, countries cannot accept them for legal reasons. But, you know, we have a lot of people here who are eligible for gifted memberships, or looking to get one. So thank you in advance to anyone who either becomes a member, you know, renews a membership, or gifts them. This month, what is the goal? Ladies and gentlemen, the goal for this month is my first ever sports-related event, DSP Super Bowl Saturday Bash. We're the Saturday before the Super Bowl, which I believe is February 11th. All right. Excuse me. I'll be doing a special marathon event. I'll be in NFL attire all day long. Okay? Trying out various silly things. Like, for example, they have hats that you can drink beer out of and stuff like that. I'll get something like that. I will be trying various snacks that people would be eating during watching sports events or maybe tailgating. You know, they have all these different events that are snacks and things you can buy at the grocery store. They're like microwave or in your oven. I'm going to try some of those during the day. I'm going to order food, likely wings and pizza, the two things that are primarily, you know, devoured by sports fans. We're going to try those out live during the day. In addition, I'm going to be playing classic sports games on the Switch, including Tecmo Super Bowl during the course of the day. And then on top of that, we're going to react to some classic Super Bowl ads. So that's a good variety of stuff to do. We might even have, get this, ready? We might even do a fantasy battle royal in WWE 2K22. Wow. You guys love those. So we might bring it back, okay? So anyway, yeah, pretty cool event. Something that I never do. It's outside of my comfort zone, you know, but I think that this would be something special, something different, something interesting for the viewers and fans. You know, do I care about sports? No, I don't. That doesn't mean that I can't enjoy them like everyone else by doing silly shit. Who cares who's actually in the game the next day? All I care about is having a fun time with my viewers. I think that this would be a good thing to do something special. All right? So this will happen if we get 600 members here on the channel this month. But again, we really only have 9 days left to do it, because on the 24th of January is when that member bomb will expire, and then we basically lost our window of opportunity to hit it, okay? So please consider it. Thank you in advance to anyone who becomes a member, renews a membership, gives a membership. It's all much appreciated here on DSP Gaming, and it helps a lot. All right? All right. Now we're going to go into the rest of the schedule, but if you give me guys 1 second, I just got to run and do something very quick. I'll be right back.
I have a feeling this package could have arrived. But tell you what we can do, we can actually skip it, we can fucking just fast forward this fucking garbage. So yeah, this could be his fucking package arriving. Let's fucking just spam the right arrow button until it gets his fucking little piggy ass back on. Oh, here we go.
Okay, I'm back. You're wondering where I went. I noticed there were 2 members of Baroque Works, and they were in a 2-piece giant cat costume, crawling through my house undercover, pretending to be Jasper Kitty. And I wasn't going to let them spy on us, so I had to go out there and kick their asses and throw them out.
You know what? I'm going to count this as him mocking his own goddamn chat. The fucking, you know, just the fucking way he treats his goddamn audience, like this man's like, no fucking respect for him whatsoever. I would fucking tell them where he fucking went, or just say, oh, it's not your business, it's just okay. Even if Phil had said, you know, it's just, I had to do something, no big deal, it's okay, I'm back. That would be fine. But Phil pretending this fucking garbage and all that shit, man, just like, to cover up why I fucking had to leave the fucking room. Fuck off, Phil.
So it took a minute, but, you know, took care of it. All right, a little bit of One Piece humor there for you. Okay. Anyway. So, let us continue, shall we? By the way, I will do shoutouts at the end, tail end of the podcast. I should say this every day, and I always forget to. On the podcast, you know, we have many topics to cover, lots to talk about, and what I like to do is go through all said topics first. Once we're through with all those topics, then I basically will let you know, who contributed, shoutouts, update the leaderboards, etc. So for those, because we already have someone who tipped, we have someone right now who did a membership. Thank you. I will shout those out at the end of the show. Thanks very much for your patience. Okay. Excuse me. So, man, I can't stop burping today. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on. I had an apple Danish, a black coffee, and now I'm drinking a little bit of seltzer. Usually I don't burp this much. I don't know. Anyway, so now let's talk about the schedule for the rest of the streaming week and into next week, okay? So today, it's One Piece Odyssey right now, and no late stream because I'll be doing the private React videos for patrons, okay? Tomorrow, Monday, the 16th, full-time streaming resumes. We'll have a level 1 podcast in the morning, and then following that will be the continuation of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, where it looks like we'll be fully kind of exploring these new towns. We're in the town of Coral right now. Coral! And doing side content. We'll probably do as much as we can there, and then maybe head to other towns, do some stuff there, and continue on. It's going to be a fun gameplay playthrough. I can already tell. We're already getting into it. It's kind of entertaining, okay? Tomorrow night is the return of Warzone. Warzone, which you guys love. I know you guys love the Warzone streams. Seriously, the Warzone streams get some of the highest attendance, have some of the highest engagement, and usually have a lot of support too. So they're really popular these days. And I know I haven't done a Warzone stream in several days. I think Thursday was the first time I did, or the first time this week I did one. I haven't done one since. It will come back tomorrow night. All right. Sorry that there's only a couple of Warzone streams this week. It's because of the variety of stuff going on, and you know, a little different this week. But we get back to the swing of things tomorrow night with Warzone. Okay. Then Tuesday, it is the premiere of Signalis, the survival horror game that we chose last night on the main gameplay stream. So I hope you will be here during the day on Thursday for Signalis. And then, excuse me, not Thursday, Tuesday for Signalis. And Tuesday night is up in the air. What I'm thinking we shall do, we'll set up a poll, all right, Monday night. And the poll will say, would you like more One Piece Odyssey, or would you prefer an extra stream of Elder Scrolls for Oblivion on the late night stream on Tuesday? And so you guys will vote on what you want to see. And whatever wins, I'll play Tuesday night as an extra stream to end my streaming week, okay? So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll let you all know. It'll be on the main channel page of DSP Gaming on the community tab. It'll be a public poll you can vote on. Curious to see which one you guys will want more. Western style or Japanese style RPG? Ooh. Ooh.
Shut up, bitch!
Nice try. No, I didn't misunderstand anything you did. You've been very negative here for the last 24 hours since you've been on the streams. A lot of things you're saying in character as Yoda are very sarcastic and or negative, and that's why I banned the account. Yeah. You're basically being a jerk. You're being a stick in the mud. No one wants that. That's why your Yoda account was banned. Okay. Anyway. This person's down in the chat. Oh, why'd you ban me? Now you know why. Okay. So, then I'm off on Wednesday. When I come back on Thursday, it'll hopefully be a full streaming week of 6 days again. And what I'm going to do, we're going to balance everything. We're going to have One Piece, we're going to have Oblivion, and we're going to have Signalis as the featured games. But likely what I'll do is, we'll have 2 games of the main streams, and then one game that's not one of the main streams will be a night stream and balance that with Warzone. But then maybe later on in the week, we'll rotate it around, so a different game gets to be the daytime stream, and the game that was a night stream now is a daytime stream, while the game that was a daytime stream is now a night stream. So basically variety between those 4 games, and we'll rotate that around for variety's sake over the course of the week. And that's a whole week where it's going to be those 4 games, in the hopes that by the end of the week, Signalis will be near the end. Signalis is only a 10 to 14 hour game depending. So you figure if I play it once on Tuesday, and let's say I play it Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, right? I'll almost be done with the game, which would be perfect, because then we can finish it right before the Dead Space remake starts. Okay? So that's what I'm thinking. We'll have an RPG balanced with Signalis, and then an RPG balanced with Signalis, and then at night we'll have an RPG with Warzone. You see? Back and forth. It's probably the right way to go about it, I think. So, okay. Exciting stuff. I hope that you guys are liking this idea, and you will be here for the next week for the good variety of stuff. The Dead Space remake comes out on the 27th of January, and that'll be the next major game that will be into the rotation. I'm excited for it. I hope that it's good. I'm very excited to compare it directly with Callisto Protocol. Okay? Fair enough? Green Goblins, I like your shirt. Where did you get it? You know, this particular shirt, the Japanese style Sonic shirt, I want to say my wife bought it for me, but I don't know if she bought it from like a physical store or if she ordered it online. I can't remember. There's another Sonic shirt that I have that's a tie-dye Sonic shirt, and I know she bought that at a store she was working at one time many years ago. I don't remember this one. This could have also just been at a store, but I can't 100% confirm. I don't remember. It's been a while. So, I haven't really added any shirts to my rotation in a while, except the ones that were gifted recently. If you remember, there was a PlayStation shirt and actually a Street Fighter 2 shirt that were gifted recently, and those are the newest shirts I have. But most of my shirts I've had for years and years. As you guys know, I'm the kind of guy that wears something till it like wears out. You know, my pants I'm wearing right now, I'm not kidding you. I'm wearing a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren pants. I owned these pants, listen to this, since I worked at the helicopter company, all right? I bought these pants probably like 2009. Because remember, I got laid off in late 2010, and I remember around 2008, 2009, I went and I bought a bunch of Polo stuff, and it was on sale. I had some sweaters, I bought these pants. And here I am, I'm wearing these pair of pants. I've been wearing them ever since, you know, it's been, what, 14 years? Still wearing them, that's just how I am. I don't know. So...
This is not a really thing. Why is the story fucking relevant and pertinent? Man who earns $100,000 plus a year too fucking cheap to fucking buy himself clothes. The only way he gets fucking new clothes is if someone else buys it for him. Either his fucking wife, or maybe his fucking mother and father, or even the fucking his audience. Maybe his audience will fucking send him fucking new clothing apparel, because he's not going to fucking go out his way and actually buy himself new fucking clothes. What the fuck is wrong with this person? Look, there's nothing wrong with being frugal to an extent, you know what I mean? It's just bizarre to me how Phil was sensible with money in some areas. He won't splurge money on fucking clothing. He will absolutely fucking rinse through money on WWE champions and DoorDash and alcohol, but he won't splash the money on things like clothing. It's stupid to me. It's like Phil is not a frugal person. He's just a cheap bastard. He doesn't fucking care about how he doesn't put effort into how he fucking looks. It turns out to fucking streaming his jammies sometimes, for fuck's sake.
Oh, you're like, oh, that's shirtless. You always wear that. You're so old. Like, yeah, I know. I wear this stuff all the time, And the thing is, I have a ton. I have a whole drawer full of these shirts, so I just rotate between them. Good pants. Yeah, these pants lasted a long time. I will say that. They're too big for me, though. Like, I bought these when I was much bigger, so they're too big for me. But outside of that, they're insanely comfy, and they've lasted quite a long time. They're great quality. Hank says, worth the money. Sometimes you spend extra money, you get quality. Sometimes you don't. It really depends. I would say everything I ever bought that was Polo, Ralph Lauren, was good. Like, I have sweaters. I still have the sweaters. I can still wear them. I sometimes wear them out when we go out. I got these pants. These pants are super comfy. It's good quality stuff. The Dutch is here. Dutch says, remember the beret from last night? It was a good look. You like the beret? You think I looked good with the beret on last night, huh? Maybe I should be in the military. Maybe I was destined. It's a little late. I'm about to be 41 years old, but
Oh my fucking god. If ever friendly fire was a thing that needed to fucking happen, please let it be fucking now. Let Phil join the fucking military, experience friendly fire. The one thing the American military is very infamous for.
Anyway, thank you for that. Thanks for the compliment, Dutch. I would say, I think things look very cool and silly with, Darkside Chris is a professional golfer lost his Ralph Lauren sponsor. He said the flamboyant F word on TV. What, like fuck? He said fuck on TV and he lost his sponsorship? Damn. Fuck! Wait, did I just say fuck on TV? Well, fuck. Now I'm gonna fucking lose my sponsorships. Fuckity fuck, fuck, fuck. After that, you might as well just go all out. Start dancing. I was like, fuck, 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 fuck.
I don't think it was that particular F word. But it's the other F word that Phil has said a lot in the past. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. Give me a second and I'll give you an example of Phil saying it. Bear with me. Bear with me just for a couple of seconds while I try and find it for you. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. He said it a whole lot in the past. It doesn't say it much these days, to be fair. But yeah, he said it a lot in the past. Let me pull up a few different results. Hold on. Give me a second here. Go full screen. Actually, I can change. So I got 4 different examples here.
Armored in Glory, huh? Complete 10 armor challenges. Come on, I'm checking my achievements, you faggot. Come on, man.
That particular F word right there.
Here's a fucking faggot sniper.
That F word right there.
Complete fucking faggotry right there.
That F word right there.
Liu Kang, you faggot.
That F word right fucking there. Yeah, that's the one that Phil's been saying a whole fucking lot and getting in trouble for. That fucking F word. Anyway, yeah, Phil has said it quite a lot in the fucking past. Doesn't say as much these days because it doesn't want to get cancelled.
Anyway. Oh, he said the other word. Oh, the one that's actually offensive to people. Oh, that's worse. So I wouldn't say that. that's bad. Wonder why I said that. What a dummy.
I wouldn't say that. Not anymore, perhaps. But you fucking, you used it quite liberally and openly in the past. I just want you one more time, Phil, deny you saying that.
He said the other word. Oh, the one that's actually offensive to people. Oh, that's worse. So I wouldn't say that.
Anymore.
that's bad. Wonder why I said that. What a dummy. What a dummy. Anyway. Oh well, so much for him. Anyway, cool. No, I like again, I don't have anything new from Polo since like the 2000s. The last time I went there was 2008, 2009. I went to a department store. They were on a big sale. And I spent probably a couple $100s. And I got like 2 or 3 sweaters. And I got a bunch of pants. And I've been wearing it ever since. Actually, now that I remember. Now I really remember. So I went there once and I bought a bunch of pants and like PJ tops as well. And I liked them all. They were very high quality. They're very warm, comfy, durable. So I liked it so much, I went back and I bought a bunch of sweaters as well. I actually bought two batches of polo stuff. But I don't really have any of the tops anymore because I don't need them. Out here in Washington State, it's so rare that we have cold temps. Really, it's so rare that I don't really need that stuff. And when it has cold temps, we just turn on the heat. You know, it's not like in Connecticut, you could have like frigid 0-degree temperatures. And you need to like completely bundle up. Here, it's not like that in Washington. So I came here with a bunch of sweatshirts, you know, long sleeve thermal shirts and stuff. And I've never worn them. I didn't need them. They just sit in a drawer unused. So I wonder if I even have, you know, I'm thinking about it. Do I even have any of them anymore? I think I got rid of them. I think I got rid of all those shirts because I knew I wasn't going to need them. Do I like Levi's pants? No, actually. Okay, my body is weird. All right? Allow me to explain.
Oh my fucking god. What the fuck? Okay, we're going to need a fucking full screen for this. Go on, Phil. Explain why your body's weird.
Okay, my body is weird. All right? Allow me to explain. My torso is a very weird shape. It's elongated. I have an elongated torso compared to many other people. Okay? And also, my legs are a little bit longer than most people's. So, I'm 5'11", but I have like a lengthy mid body. Okay? And because of that, I found that a lot of different jeans that I wear don't fit me right. Levi's in particular, I tried wearing, and I've had a few pairs, I never found a pair that felt right. They always felt a little tight in a certain spot, or not comfortable. Almost as if they weren't like designed for my body. I don't know why. The only jeans that I ever wore in my life that felt good were Gap jeans. That sounds weird, because who the hell shops at Gap anymore? But Gap jeans, yeah, when I wear them, they feel like they're perfect for my body, and they're loose where I need them to be loose, and they look good on me, in my opinion, and they're very durable. I have 4 pairs of jeans. They're all Gap jeans, okay? And I've owned 2 of them since I want to say like 2012, 2013, so about 10 years, and they're like new, like as if I never wore them. Not to say that I don't wear them. I wore them everywhere. I used to go to tournaments. I used to go to events. Anywhere that I went out, I always wore jeans, you know, and they're like new anyway. And then I have another pair that's my backup pair. I don't like it as much because it has like a hole in it. Like it has that tear style. We have holes in the leg, but those I've barely ever worn. And those, of course, are like new too. I think those are even older. Excuse me. I actually think those are even older. So anyway, for some odd reason, Gap jeans are the only ones that ever like felt comfy on me, and I'm talking like a 20-year span of me trying to wear jeans. I remember when I first started going clothing shopping, you know, in my late teens, I wanted to get something that was fashionable but also comfy.
I love them when people fucking question whether Phil's actually 5'11". To be fair, Phil isn't. I can't believe Phil is actually that height. To me, he's still small because I'm 6'4", so anyone below 6 foot to me is kind of small. Just because I'm used to being a fucking tall bastard, I'm fucking 6'4". So yeah, but I can believe that Phil is 5 foot like 11. You know, I can believe it. And it's funny to imagine Phil is just some sort of fucking angry little midget prick, I know, but I can believe he is actually 5'11".
I tried all these different ones, and none of them really were nice. They're all, why are these are not fitting right? These don't feel right? These I don't like the look of. And all of a sudden, one day I went to Gap, which is a store that honestly wasn't my style. And I went in there and I started trying the jeans on. I'm like, why the hell are these so comfy? I don't know, but I like them, so I've always worn them. Those are the jeans I always have worn. And like I said, my current jeans, I've owned the most recent pair of jeans I have there is 10 years old. And they're like new, so I have no desire to buy any new things. I wear things till they wear out. I will wear those jeans till their holes coming out of them. That's what happened with my last sneakers. I bought these pairs of sneakers, and when my wife moved in with me, she was like, you gotta get new shoes. I was like, why? She's like, there's a hole in it. Like, what do you mean? There's a giant hole in the bottom of the sneaker that had worn out. I'm still wearing it. You know, that's how I am.
Prophet says that he's 5'9" according to the info leak on the farm. There was an info leak on the forums? But what sort of fucking leak? Hold on. Do I need to explore? Do I need to fucking check this out? Hang on. But a wee while since I was on the forums, I'm still logged in. 2 seconds. It's taking a while to load. Forums aren't quite fast at loading these days. Don't even know if the website's going to load for me. But where would have said Phil's 5'9"? Based on what? What do if I can see a driver's license or some push which has that information on it? I'm very confused how there's a leak of Phil's height. Like, from where? What would be the source of that? It's a bit confusing to me. And I can't load Kiwi Farms either, so I can't even check on their balls. Oh, hang on, it might be loading now, slowly but surely. Fucking hell, man. Take your fucking time. It's like fucking dial up into the fucking length of time it's fucking taking. Ask Jaha. That could be a shout, actually, yeah. That big beefy bastard was on fucking That Being Said earlier on, but I don't think he's here. He's a man of refined taste, so of course he's never be here. But, aye, it's one of those things Jaha might have a better understanding of. Yeah, Kiwi Farm's not loading for me properly. I can't check on there. I tried. But the website's not loading for me properly. But apparently there's some info leak that says Phil's actually 5'9", little midget bastard.
Anyway. Alright, so anyway, I don't know how we got to that discussion. We were talking about polo pants, right? I don't know how we even got to that discussion. I got all this distracted here, but it's all good. No, I don't wear skinny jeans. I was never one for skinny form-fitting clothes. I never liked skinny form-fitting clothes. You know, I just don't. This shirt is considered a regular t-shirt. I would need like regular or baggy. I don't like skinny or form-fitting clothes. Alright? There's a couple examples where if you're wearing like the more stretchy material clothing that's supposed to be like you know, sweat wicking or cooling, that's okay in my opinion. But for the most part, I like looser. So it's all about the comfort. It is. It's all about the comfort. Who cares about the look? I was never a guy who was so into his own looks that I cared about looking so amazing or whatever. Oh, I gotta look so fashionable or whatever. I just don't care.
I mean, that's because you're a fucking ugly motherfucker. You're a fucked up looking person. You have a weird fucking body. You got an oddly shaped head. You have a fucked up hairline. What the fuck are you supposed to fucking do with all these fucking flaws? There's fuck all you can fucking do. To look that fucked up, you need a fucking great personality to fucking counteract it, but you don't fucking have that either. If anything, you've got such an abrasive, toxic personality. So naturally, you're fucking friendless.
You know, I want to be comfy, and I want to be functional. Those are the two important things. If you can look good on top of being comfy and functional, then that's like the whole package, right? But that's never been my focus. It's, you know. So some people say, well, Phil, why don't you come on stream with a bunch of fancy button-down shirts or nice sweaters or things? Because you claim you have them. Because I do. I have nice pullovers. I have a few button-down shirts that look nice. Why don't I wear them? Because to wear them in the office with all this equipment, I'd be hot. That's why I wear t-shirts. Because if I didn't, it's always stuffy in this office. Even now, in the winter, with the window wide open and the fan blowing, it's stuffy in this office. Because you've got the TV, the gaming console, all the equipment here, the ring light, the microphone, the capture or audio, whatever unit you call the Scarlet thing here, the laptop, the desktop, 2 monitors, the modem, all these electronics are running. When you have all these electronics in a confined area, the air becomes stuffy and stagnant and a little bit warmer. And if you then, okay, well now I'm going to put on a big sweater or button-down shirt, you become uncomfortable. So that's why I'm always wearing t-shirts. For April Fools, I should do a podcast in a full tuxedo. Maybe for April Fools, I should dress up. I should be fully dressed up, nicely. I'll be clean shaven that day. I'll wear a very fancy pullover or a button down, right? I'll be like full fanciness for you. I don't have a tuxedo, but I could do, you know, just as a one-off to be stupid. Turtleneck and a beret. You guys are something else. All right, so anyway. That's really it. Like, I don't have a lot to talk about today. We talked about the schedule and what the schedule will be for next week. We talked about the next game, which is Dead Space Remake. I talked about the members goal. We've pretty much touched upon everything I felt like I wanted to talk about today. So very quickly, we'll do shout-outs. We don't have a lot of shout-outs. We've got 1 tip and 1 membership. And after that, I guess we're just going to do Q&A because there's not much else to do.
We don't have a lot of shout-outs. If ever there's a fucking hint right there. Oh, the shout-outs won't take fucking long because you guys are giving me fuck all, boo fucking who. But it's just, he never seems to realise that this is coming across as desperation begging. In his head, it's like, oh, I'm just being open and honest and transparent. It's unnecessary information for the audience. The audience don't fucking need to know and hear you say, oh, there's barely been any contributions. They listen to you read out the contributions, and that'll be it. But for them, to fucking decide, oh, he's not had a lot of contributions, you don't have to fucking point it out to them. That is not for you to fucking do. Because you have done that, it makes you seem like a fucking desperate, scummy piece of shit. It begs all the fucking time.
There's no big events today. I was looking. There was almost nothing in the realm of game news or anything going on. Here. So, shout out to James. James re-upped his membership for 11 months. Is almost 1 year of support. Thank you, James. Appreciate that almost 1 year of support. I really do. Thanks to all of you who have become a member of DSP Gaming. Thanks to all of you who've been around for this ride ever since I got off of Twitch almost 2 years ago now. And started doing YouTube full time again. It's been a fun ride. You know, evolving and changing and doing things a little differently over here. And, you know, the future is bright. Let's put it that way. Okay? So now we got 1 tip. Let's see if it was actually a nice person or a troll. This is the weirdest one. I got $1 tip. It's anonymous. You should do an interview with Mike Watson, spelled wrong, W-A-T-T-O-S-N, or John Chu, C-H-O-U. I don't even know who John Chu is. If he means John Choi, which I assume because Mike Watson was old school prominent OG in the Street Fighter community, and John Choi also was, but he spelled both of their names incorrectly. Mike Watson with too many T's and John Chu. I'm fairly certain they would not want to interview me. I'm fairly certain, number one, they don't do interviews. They're not interviewers. And I'm pretty cool, I'm pretty safe in saying I'm pretty sure they don't care about interviewing me. I have no idea where that notion came from, but thank you for the tip regardless. I appreciate the support, but wow, that was a wacky one. Good morning, Darth Goldbach. How's it going with you? It's going well with me. Chilling here with my audience. We're having a good time on the Level 1 podcast. Nice, like I said, chill day today. Not too many topics to talk about. Would I ever do an interview with Boogie? Yes, I would. I think Boogie is a nice person who has made a lot of mistakes over the years, and a lot of people have basically put him over the coals for it, right? Like, I actually looked into Boogie last year, so many people have referenced him in my content over the years. I actually, read up on him, and just not to say that he is above reproach. He's absolutely not. He's done some really stupid things, just like me. He's done some really stupid things over the years. But he seems like overall, just in general, inside, he's a nice guy. That just tends to do silly things and make mistakes, but he's a nice guy. And, I think that it would be an interesting conversation. But that would be on him. Not on me. That would be on him. Friendly Feline. Did a $2 tip. Hype for One Piece and the LED lights. I don't know why you're so hyped for the LED lights, but thank you for the, I appreciate the super chat. First super chat of the day. Darkside Chris, I don't know about you. I like Boogie's Francis videos. Would you like to know the truth? I hate them. You wanna know why? Because I don't like fake. I'm the kind of guy like I like real. I like someone who's a real person who has real opinions. I don't like acting. I don't like cartoon character, personas online.
Well, you realise that you're making yourself seem like very scummy right now. I don't like fake. So when you fucking dropped all those fucking homophobic and racist slurs, that wasn't you trying to be, exciting or whatever. That was you being raw and genuine and real and authentic. When you dropped all those racist slurs and homophobic slurs. That's interesting to know, Phil. That's very interesting to know that was a real, true, raw, genuine DSP coming out there and saying all those things, all those fucked up things.
Like, I'll be honest, Dr. Disrespect has a giant fan base, right? People like this guy as a content creator. I can't stomach him for more than like 25 seconds because the whole thing's fake. It's him in a wig, in a fucking outfit, mannerism, acting a part, doing a voice. He's going over the top, silly for his audience. I hate that. And that's okay if you like it. I'm not telling you don't like it. Obviously, Dr. Disrespect has a really big audience for a reason. People find him entertaining, right? And that's okay if you like that. I hate that. I can't stand it. I want someone who is going to be real and who's going to be transparent and is going to have real opinions. When you're someone, I'm Francis, I'm playing a character, it's an over-the-top, obnoxious character. You'll laugh once. And then it's like, okay, I get it. Like, I don't like this anymore. I just don't. And the funny thing is someone just said, well, you don't like characters, you don't like TV shows. I'm not watching a TV show. I'm watching a streamer online. I'm not trying to watch a TV show. If I want to watch a TV show, I'd actually watch.
But Phil, what's the difference between that and entertainment is entertainment? Do you fucking go on YouTube for fucking documentaries then or some fish? Oh, is it, I can't fucking... Imagine Phil trying to watch a fucking, documentary on television. No. Television is for entertainment shows. I can't watch a documentary on television. I want to fucking watch television to be entertained by fucking actors and not shit doing fucking stories. It's some bizarre, Phil, it makes no fucking sense. There's a variety of different ways you can get fucking entertainment. YouTube is entertainment. People find these fucking things entertaining. You don't, fair enough. But don't fucking try and pretend you're, I fucking prefer real and genuine fucking people and that shit. You fucking make yourself seem like a very scummy piece of shit. It's very fucking easy for me to go and pig go right now, type in some sort of strange fucked up thing that you have said over fucking years, and this is going to be you fucking saying this is you being true and genuine and authentic to your audience here. You were delivering a true and genuine authentic thing to your own audience when you were dropping all these homophobic slurs, all these racist slurs, and so on. Well, okay, yeah, how about this? Anyone in chat, give me one fucked up thing to search on Pig Go for, and I'll see if Phil has said it. And also an example of Phil being, raw and genuine and honest and truthful of his own audience when he was saying these fucking things. Anything at all, guys. Anything at all. Jews, slave trade. Jews was the first thing I saw. The Jews. Oh, this might be how the fuck? I'm just thinking, ape-style creature. Fuck me. Asian joke, 6 million. He wants to be transparent and listen about how he spends his viewers' money. Stationary moments, Jesus Christ. Thing is, the Blip TV thing, you know, is not going to be on here. So keep in mind that Pig won't, how old you, that won't be on Pig, I'm pretty certain. I'm pretty certain this won't be on here. What the fuck? What's this? From Bloodborne?
Hello. Would you attack so I could kill you?
Oh. That was Pig trolling me. It wasn't hello you. Hold on, let's try 6 million. I see people suggesting 6 million. How recent was the 6 million thing? Was this?
Place for an estimated 6 million people.
Wow.
Between the late 18th and mid.
It's fucking Rob Garrigan reading that shit out. Oh, this thing.
Side Phil, and it's like I said, over 6 million views. Like I said, the most popular piece of content ever put out about me on the internet. So
that's the raw genuine thing about 6 million, and obviously that being said, had fun with the 6 million thing and made their own little story from it. Well, it wasn't them that made a story to it. I can't even mind who sent in the thing to that being said. For a little skit, you know what I mean? It was their fucking genius that fucking had that. We made. Jesus Christ, I'm listening to like, he's typing all sorts of fucked up things in Pipe and Go, and Phil's probably fucking said it in some capacity. And this is him being raw and genuine, authentic and all that shit. And honest and all that garbage. Solomon says, I'm Japanese, I'm playing an instrument. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to copy and paste this fucking shit. This is going to be the weirdest thing I've searched on Pig Go. And I've searched some weird fucking things, let me tell you. Is this even going to fucking... How about I'm Japanese only? Oh my god.
he cheered, says, I'm playing a wooden instrument, I'm Japanese. Then he cheered again and said, Phil, have you ever heard that you have a backward...
What the fuck? It wasn't even Phil saying it, you know, of his own volition. It was a fucking contribution by someone in his audience. What the fuck? Alright, okay. Nah, okay. Enough. We'll go back to the fucking bingo.
A TV show, a scripted show with scripted characters, then I would watch that and I know what I'm going for. But if I'm trying to watch someone who's an internet content creator who's either playing a game or reviewing something or you know, I want the real. I don't want someone who's literally a faker all the time. I don't like that. Okay? And again, that's totally okay. If you like it, that's fine. You can like it. I don't like that. That's my personal preference, okay? Not telling anyone don't like that kind of content. You like Francis, enjoy it. You like Dr. Disrespect, the Doctor, go for it. I hate it. I think that's crap.
Part of me really wants somebody in his chat to fucking ask him that when Phil was using like racial slurs and homophobic slurs back when he's almost like 30 and he's in his 30s and he fucking used those fucking terms, was that Phil being raw and genuine and truthful and honest with his audience? As a content creator, fucking making videos and making content for his audience. Does he make content in the same way as he enjoys the content himself, where he fucking wants to come across as honest and genuine, transparent and raw and completely fucking truthful with the things that's coming out of his fucking mouth? But nah, if he fucking searches that shit, you know, if he gets fucking told that shit by someone in his fucking chat, he's gonna get leaned. There's no fucking way that person wouldn't get fucking leaned. Silent Weapons has suggested me to fucking search holiday, okay, so specific video, holiday gaming marathon. And the term is that word, which I will not repeat. This.
I want to watch some faggot and assault some homo. You go on YouTube. I want to watch some guy throw around all kinds of insulting slurs constantly. Well, you go to YouTube. You want to watch actual gamers play games? You go to fucking Twitch. And by the way, when I said those two, oh my god, he said faggot and homo. Obviously, I'm not prejudiced against homosexuals at all. I'm trying to say that's what you would do. That's the kind of people who go to YouTube.
I love how he said it twice. It wasn't just like one slippy. He thought about it and then just fucking said it again anyway.
Now what does the sugar do?
Fuck off, Phil. Jesus Christ.
As a contrast, if you don't, it's all gonna be tart.
It's a skit, but the thing is, it's not a skit. If that's okay, the Francis thing is a skit because that's every video with Francis is titled Francis. The Dr. Disrespect thing is not a skit. That's his persona now. His persona is what's popular. You understand? That's the thing that people want to see, right? It's kind of, you know what it's kind of like? Nostalgia Critic as well. Doug Walker and Nostalgia Critic. People don't want to see Doug Walker. People want to see Nostalgia Critic. So he's stuck forever peripherally doing Nostalgia Critic. He can't stop himself from making Nostalgia Critic videos because he created a character that everyone loved, and now if he ever does anything else, people aren't interested. They only want Nostalgia Critic. So he's stuck doing that forever. And that's kind of the same thing with Dr. Disrespect. Like, this is the characters they've created. That's what people want. That's not a skit anymore. That's you. That's become you on the internet and your content. That's it. That's the end-all be-all of you. And the moment you step outside of that persona, nobody cares. That's what I don't like. I want realism. That's why I'm not into that kind of shit. That's why I never really did that kind of content. You see? Same with AVGN. Yeah, to some extent. Because AVGN, you know, James Rawl does content outside of his Angry Video Game Nerd videos. He actually does more content outside of AVGN than he does AVGN. But it doesn't get a lot of attention. If you go to like his Cinemassacre channel, you'll see he did a video in the last year because I was, you know, doing research last year about these guys. Remember we were talking about them over the year and I was trying to see, you know, what are they up to?
Oh, Phil said you see. Phil said you see. That is another double. That's a double win clash for that one. So there if I can go. We are 2 away from a full house. Solomon's asking what happened to him saying he played a character. I don't know if Phil actually ever said that kind of. I mean, he might have said something to that extent. We can try and find it if you want. Playing a character. I can try it. I don't know if it's going to fucking come up with anything. Well, hold on. What's this?
To do this all, it was like I was playing a.
Hold on. Let's just rewind it.
Another 2 years, I was constantly doing really well in tournaments.
Top Beta Evolution to make excuses because it's on console, it's ridiculous. And it's unacceptable.
For 2 more years, he would compete in tournaments, but he never found success like he had at the 2005 EVO event. Most other...
That's funny. Someone just said, oh, the smug look on your face. Exactly. I used to do this all... It was like I was playing a character and every fucking person played into my hands. Again, the people who knew me in real life knew...
I don't think this won't apply to YouTube because he's talking about even before doing YouTube. This is him talking about his Street Fighter shit, you know. So, yeah, it's one of those things where Phil can claim that that's different from fucking YouTube because, you know, this was like 2004, 2005, 2006, before Phil even fucking had a YouTube channel. So, yeah.
Knew I wasn't really that guy, but everyone online fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. They fell for the heel persona like it was pro wrestling. Now, here comes something else. This is a good part too. Here we go.
High-level competitor.
Shut up.
So he did a video where he went to this cave. That's a famous cave where they film all these Hollywood movies. It's infamous for being a filming spot. He did like 5 or 6 interesting videos, almost documentary style videos.
For fuck's sake, Pam Solo saying there's a video from 2020, Ask the King. Episode... oh, what the... Fuck me, hang on. Ask the King 20, I guess. What's the key... Oh, it's fucking 80. What's the keyword here? What word am I looking for? What phrase am I looking for? Is there anything we're looking for? Shtick. Oh my god. Will even come up on Pick Go properly? Son of a bitch. Okay, hang on. Oh, Jesus. Wait, Ask the King 80 recent. It should be on. Will it be on here or will it be on the King of Hate Vlogs channel? He doesn't have it featured. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hang on. Let's just search. Ask the King 80. For fuck's sake, I actually think it is on his fucking other channel. The King of Hate Vlogs. There fucking go.
What is up?
Gotta fuck up, Phil. Right, here we go. Right, I'm trying to find this wee thing. So, Ask the King 80. Okay, cool stuff. Is it the first part? And you said it's 43 minutes in. I guess I should just look for shtick in the transcript. That could be a thing as well. Oops, is it? I would help if I can spell it right. I can't find it. I'll just scroll down. I'll just go there if I can. 43 minutes. Fuck it. 43 fucking minutes.
I'm still, to this day, trying to strive to strike a balance and find the right balance of interactive streaming. But what you guys got to understand, there's no more blind playthroughs. Like, yes, I'll play a game for the first time ever, but there's going to be people telling me about the game. There's going to be interactivity. It has to happen. I'm an interactive live streamer. Things changed 3 years ago. I didn't want to change. I wanted to stay the old style of content creation on YouTube. But when I was doing that, people said, you're outdated. You're a dinosaur. This is how you don't play, has overtaken you. And people making edited style content that's more professional has overtaken you. You can't do that anymore. I was literally told you can't do that anymore. So then I moved over here, started doing things differently. You're doing it wrong. It's like, well, no, you can't have it both ways. You can't. Sorry. I had to do what I had to do to adapt to survive. I openly admit now, I feel the interactive streams are way more fun than the stuff I used to do for YouTube. I've said this numerous times. I love now what I do for a living way more than when I used to do offline content for YouTube. Okay? So that goes hand in hand with the fact you're going to have more interactivity. You're going to have people talking more about the games and telling me more about the games, and you just have to live with that. If you don't like it, go find a very rare Let's Player who has absolutely no interaction with anyone. I'll be honest with you guys, all right? My wife and I have, in the past few months, watched a few people play some of the games that we like. Like, for example, we watched a few different YouTubers play Bloodborne and Dark Souls games. And, boy, everyone's style is completely different. Really. Like, you have some people, 100% of the time when they're actually playing the games, they're talking constantly to their viewers and getting information from them. And they're literally playing the game because their viewers are telling them exactly what to do. Then there's people who just do YouTube. They don't stream, but they read their YouTube comments and completely change what they're doing in the game based on the YouTube comments. So I was watching a playthrough of someone playing Bloodborne, and they were using a weapon they really liked, but because a commenter told them, oh, this weapon's much better, they basically started using the best weapon in the game, put every resource they had into the best weapon in the game, and coasted through the game. And I thought that playthrough sucked. You know, because they were handheld and told, this is exactly what you need to do to coast through this game. And there are bosses in Bloodborne that are incredibly difficult. And because they had this one weapon and build, whoop, just zooped right by it.
I'm solo. I started at 43 minutes. This is part 1, keep in mind. I'm at part 1. There is different parts to fucking episode 80. So if it wasn't part 1, there might be something here. You told me to go to 43 minutes and I did that. I started at 43 minutes. But this is actually kind of interesting to see Phil fucking... Oh, was it part 2? For fuck's sake, what's this fucking part 2? I don't know, because 43 minutes. Right, here we go for part 2. Let's see what Phil says.
Always over-exaggerating in the past and doing those extreme things to get attention because that was my shtick on YouTube.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'll show you this a wee bit. There we go. It's fucking part 2. To be fair, part 1 was a bit interesting as well, to be fair, with what Phil was talking about and all that shit. And I think it's kind of amusing how fucking Phil was saying, oh, we watched this content creator and his chat told him the fucking most overpowered weapon and they started fucking using it and the game got fucking boring to watch. The fucking, you know, watching that on YouTube got boring because the guy coasted through the game because his audience held his fucking hand. A reminder that he has fucking demanded of his audience to fucking basically hold his hand through oblivion to make sure he can fucking coast through the fucking game. He doesn't want to go stumbling around the fucking game, lost and confused and not sure what the fuck to do. He has fucking demanded of his audience, now you guys are going to fucking help me every step of the way. This is an interactive stream, translation. You guys are going to fucking make sure that I fucking coast through this goddamn game and not by fucking stumbling around like a goddamn moron. Anyway, let's see Phil explain how apparently, even though he claims he's always been raw and genuine and all that shit, let's claim how he somehow seemed to fucking retcon that and say it was all a shtick.
Okay. Wayne Grow says, don't take this the wrong way. We've noticed you go out of your way now to censor yourself. We all know you still have that instinct of making jokes about gay people and women. The question is, did you really become a leftist or are you just trying to please Twitch? So, this guy's basically in an extreme way kind of agreeing with someone earlier on the show who's basically said, we noticed that you used to say things like, oh, this boss is overpowered. The camera's horrendous, awful checkpoints, lame online connections, but now you've become more mellow and more of a chill guy on.
They're two completely different things, so those are two completely different questions.
Stream, okay? I've pretty much already explained it, but I'll explain it again very quickly. The truth of the matter is, I was always over-exaggerating in the past and doing those extreme things to get attention because that was my shtick on YouTube. That was the whole thing. Phil was the guy. He does long-form gameplay, doesn't edit his stuff. He shows you both the successes and the fails, way more fails than successes, but he leaves all the fails in there unedited so you can actually see what happened when he played a game, rather than seeing the edited shit that the guys who made that polished, manufactured content made. I was different. I broke the mold because I wasn't like everyone else, and I wasn't following the tripes, and the tropes. I said tripes. The tropes and or the common ways to be successful on YouTube. I was still successful by not using any of their common practices. But my shtick was I was the over-the-top guy. I would make sexual comments. I would make rude or violent comments, generalized kind of jokes about race and gender. Yes, there were sometimes gay jokes, or I would do things in a gay kind of voice. You know what I mean? And that was a common thing in my content back then. Then, when I became an interactive streamer, I didn't have to do that shit anymore. Because I don't have to fill every waking moment of dead air with some kind of content with me blabbing constantly. I could just interact with the stream chat and have a more organic, real experience instead of a manufactured one, which was basically me making shit up all the time. And I like this way more. It's not me censoring myself, okay, at all in that regard. Now, not to say that, sure, knowing that Twitch has a rule set, right, that says, oh, you can't make fun of certain groups or whatever. I know that rule set exists. As you've seen, it doesn't stop me from being myself. I'm always going to say and do whatever I feel is the truth, or if I want to make a joke and I feel it's pertinent, I'm going to make that joke. I don't feel like anything that I do on streams is offensive to the level where anyone should be getting offended and, you know, complaining to Twitch or anything at all. And in reality, you know, I have grown up, even though some people would say, don't give us that bullshit that you grew up and matured. It's true. It's absolutely true that, you know, I used to think in that way. Keep in mind, you know, when I was starting out on YouTube, I was 26, 27 years old, much younger. I was coming out of the Street Fighter community, which, oh my God, you want to talk about racist humor and shit. That Street Fighter community is 100% the most strong in that, you know, all that kind of sexist, racist. They don't give a shit. They don't pull punches. That's like the ultimate hazing kind of an atmosphere over there, okay? And at the time, I was also a huge fan of Angry Video Game Nerd and Nostalgia Critic. Not to say that they do that kind of humor, but they were, you know, Angry Video Game Nerd, F this, F that, every other word coming out of his mouth, right? That's his character that he portrays. So that being said, you know, I kind of grew out of it. After doing it for about 5-6 years, you get tired of doing the same fucking thing all the time and having to portray, you know, being this over-the-top character who always has to make the sexual comment or joke, who always has to, you know what I mean? It gets tiring. At first, it was fun because of shock factor. You get that shock factor out of the audience that, oh my God, Phil just said that. Wow. After you do that for 5 years, there's no shock anymore. You've done it for 5 years, you know? So you change up. You change up a little bit and you become different. For me, being a more honest person, being a more organic streamer with interaction with you guys and not having to do that crazy shit over the top stuff, you know, is better for me. I did, you know, and people say, oh, it's bullshit. No, sorry. You know, that you can't maybe mature personally and so you don't understand it. But for me, that stuff's not funny anymore. Maybe it was funny 10 years ago. That shit's just not funny anymore. I've changed. I'm a married guy. I have a set family life now that I enjoy. I don't need to be making fucking stupid ass sexual comments constantly about stuff anymore. I'm over 10 years older than when I started this. I'm a much different person. I've transformed myself into what I feel is a much more moral person. I've learned a lot, become a lot wiser over the years. I don't need this stupid shit anymore in my content. And a lot of people like that. A lot of people actually like that. And say, no, we like the fact that Phil's now more mature and different. Or else, why would I have a viewing audience? I wouldn't. People absolutely hated every change I ever made and the maturity factor that I've implemented in my content. Why would I still be here? I wouldn't. Okay.
And that is the end of that fucking question. There we go. But it's interesting to see Phil trying to rig it. And keep in mind, that was from 2020. January the 30th, 2020. Almost 2 years ago. Almost 2 whole years ago. That was fucking made, this fucking video. Yeah, and cheers Pam Solo for recommending that. By the way, Phil added the handle DSP Reacts here to this. So this is a partly retired channel. Has its own specific YouTube handle at DSP Reacts. I'm just saying, make of that what you will. It could be where Phil was going to actually bring this channel back and turn it into some sort of React channel. And I don't know. But it's just quite interesting that Phil actually labelled his channel DSP Reacts for a partly retired channel. So who knows if anything will come of that. Anyway, let's get back to the bingo, shall we, guys? We have 2 more to go until we get a fucking full house.
And they barely hit 100,000 views, maybe 150,000. Like, no viewership on them for the size of his channel, millions and millions of subs. And the moment he puts out an Angry Video Game Nerd video, even if they're not that good, because I saw his episodes from last year, I don't think they were very good. I think there was one that I really liked, the Contra episode, and the rest are not very good. They get millions of views. So he's the character, boom, huge, right? Becomes popular, and then that's it. Outside of that, it's like, damn. Now it's almost like being typecast. Now you're stuck in that role forever. You are the nostalgia critic. You are the nerd. You are Dr. Disrespect. You are Francis. And now you're stuck doing that. If you try to do other stuff, you don't get that kind of attention that you want. Sucks. Because, you know, to this day, there's people who don't like me. Why?
I just love how the brand new nickname for Phil's fucking, you know, the fucking lines on Phil's face here, the emaciated look on his fucking face, the sunken look on his features. The nickname that some detractors have given this is the Snort Sacks. I think that's fucking incredible. The Snort Sacks. Sorry, Pixar Animation says that his Snort Sacks are really well profiled in this light. That is an incredible fucking nickname for Phil's fucking feature here. The Snort Sacks.
Oh, I like the old Phil better. The old Phil. The old Phil who was over the top offensive, right? Someone who literally tried to make as many sexual references, gender references, race references, you know, just as many swears as possible. Like, I tried to pack in as much stuff that could be considered adult-oriented as possible in my old content. Like, that was my goal, because I knew I was making content for teenagers.
He almost said children. He had to stop himself. He had to stop himself. One more time.
Swears as possible. Like, I tried to pack in as much stuff that could be considered adult-oriented as possible in my old content. Like, that was my goal, because I knew I was making content for teenagers.
He really came close to for teenagers. Yeah, Childerville.
And that's the kind of stuff they liked, you know? And then over the years, I got older, I matured. I want to do that anymore. I want to make meaningful content. And there's still people to this day who are like, oh, I miss the old Phil. The old Phil hasn't been around since, like, the last time the old Phil was around was like 2016, you know? Since then, I've tried to change. Like 6-7 years of my life, I'm trying to change into something meaningful to people. You know what I mean? So there you go. Anyway, I got another dollar tip. Let's see here. From Snow Carl. Let's see here. He says, why didn't I branch out the podcast to politics and stuff? We want to talk about that yet. Here's the thing. I've explained this to you guys. I'll explain it again, I guess. As I get older, I will not be able to do as many games. All right. Right now, it's not that big of a deal. All right. It's just not. You know, because I'm able to play video games full time, which is great. And I enjoy doing that. Really. I want to play video games full time. At the same time, if you take a look at the content that I've done in the last year, a lot of the React style content, the marathons that were a lot different from the stuff that I would normally do, people really liked the variety of content that I had here on DSP Gaming, correct? Ooh, my neck. So, you know, I like that. But at the same time, what's my main core aspect of my content? Gameplay footage on a daily basis and a podcast. These are the two things that are core staples of my content every day and what people have come to expect from me on the internet, correct? So, these are my focus. Eventually, I'm sorry, I got a frog in my throat. It's really pissing me off. Okay, I think I got it. That was annoying. Okay, so, eventually, would I want to branch out from just being a gamer and or a podcaster and do something a little different? Sure. As I get older, I know for a fact my hands aren't going to be what they are. Already, I can tell you, I know that my reactions are slower. I am starting, in my right hand, I'm starting to feel the signs of carpal tunnel. As I just do this, all right, my left hand feels perfectly fine. My right hand is feeling tenseness and all kinds of, you know, muscle strain and problems just doing this, what I'm doing with my hands. I'm feeling intense amount of pain and stretching in my right.
What I want to do, I think, is try and get a good freeze frame here. I didn't mean to play that, guys. Ignore that. Ignore the horns. That was an accidental fucking button press. What I want to do is just try to get a good freeze frame. Jesus Christ. Oh, fucks me. Nathan Ronan says, I'm as old as Phil and don't have any of these issues. Oh yeah, but you're not. I assume you're not quite as as sedentary as Phil. You don't sit in your arse 6 days a week begging for money from people. I assume you go out more than once a week. For example, to the outside, I assume you get a regular intake of like oxygen from the outside world. I know it's probably not Seattle air you're getting NATO, I imagine, and maybe some other part of the world's air, which is not as robust as Seattle air. But yeah, the fact of the matter is, you're probably getting to fucking go out more and get some more exposure to natural fucking daylight compared to Phil, who barely sees the fucking sun. But yeah, I actually want to see if I can get a good freeze frame here from Phil doing this.
Starting in my right hand, I'm starting to feel the signs of carpal tunnel. As I just do this, all right, my left hand feels perfectly fine.
So it's like I'm just going to try to get a good centered one. I kind of want to see like both his eyes, if it's possible. Because it's kind of covering up his right eye there. Well, technically his left, but I don't know if I'm going to get a good fucking freeze frame here. I like how he's looking around his fucking hands.
Strain and problems. Just doing this, what I'm doing with my hands. I'm feeling
Actually, maybe one here. Oh, we might have a winner. We might have a winner. I think that could do. Let me save this one. Oops, fucking clicked the wrong thing. I'm going to save this one. Hopefully this works as a good fucking wee thumbnail. 2 seconds, guys. Don't mind me. I'm just fucking looking ahead here. Will this work? I have no idea if this is even going to work as a good thumbnail or not. I'll let you guys know in a second. Ah, it didn't work. Nah, I got butchered, man. Look at that. I can't use that. The background's kind of fucking including it in the fucking random thing to say. Like, I can't fucking use that. That's a shame. Ah well. Moving on. There'll be other chances, I'm sure. Moving on.
intense amount of pain and stretching in my right hand because the muscles are all getting worn out and screwed up. I'm going to have it. I know I'm going to have it. All right. So, that being said, I'll still be able to play games, but it's very doubtful that for the rest of my life, I'm going to be a full-time gamer. So, what we will do is eventually branch out and probably do other kinds of content, right? Well, take a look at DSP Gaming in the last year, right? What changed? A hell of a lot, actually. Rebranding the channel. Now, it's no longer the old monikers and the old things that I used to use, and instead instilling in people that this is a different kind of content. This is meaningful content. This is a place you can come and be chill and not have to worry about, you know, any kind of drama or harassment or any kind of nonsense here. You can have a good time with me on a daily basis. We have fun style gameplay, plus a fun interactive podcast every day, and the new React content that I've instituted into my content in the last year, correct? Right. Now, I already told you guys I have even more ideas to branch out and do new things this year, and they're in the works. I'm not rushing into them because I want to make sure that they're ready to go by the time that I have all my plans announced and launched, all right? So it's coming. There's new stuff coming, all right? But that being said, all that being said, politics is not something that I really want to dabble in yet. Every once in a while, I'll very briefly talk about something political. But as you guys know, as I've told you guys many times over the years, I'm a very middle-of-the-road guy. I'm a moderate. It means that I don't really support the left liberal policies or the right conservative policies. I actually feel that those two are polar opposites, that are too extreme, and the problem is that when people are sided with one or the other, they tend to absolutely be closed-minded and not listen to any of the rationale or arguments from the other side. It's almost a either you're with me or you're against me mentality in American politics. I hate that. That is the worst mentality to have, and essentially, with a mindset like that, it's very hard to get anything done that helps the American people, which is why we have a government that a lot of the times I describe as a lame duck government. They just sit there arguing in circles and don't actually get anything done. How many years have we had things like gun control? Or, hell, during COVID, arguing about how to help the American people and just arguing and never actually doing anything, right? We've had this happen so much. And it's to the point where it's hard for me to stay quiet when everything around us is affected by an active government that doesn't do anything to help the people, you know? So, that being said, all right, you guys kind of know my stance, but I don't talk about it that much. Why? Because politics are so... They cause so much problems. They cause so many arguments. Just like religion. I'd say politics and religion. There's two topics. You talk about them, people get all upset. Oh my God, you don't 100% agree with me? You are my lifelong enemy, right? And that's the thing. It's like, so let me get this straight. Just because you don't agree with me on something, you could never talk with me, you could never chill with me, and we could never enjoy each other's company. You can't even watch any content that I would put out on the internet because you know that I don't agree with you politically. Huh? That doesn't make any sense at all, right? It's kind of like these people. It's the same thing with this Hogwarts Legacy coming out next month. Well, I like Harry Potter.
A reminder, Vacation Needed guys, that Phil is an advocate for all the, the LGBT community and all. Here's a thing in the slideshow. Here's a wee thing in the slideshow that shows this, how he's a fucking big fan of that shit, of like, oh, I'm so caring and supportive of that shit. So, bear that in mind, how this is meant to be a fucking inclusive place for anyone of that sort of, yeah. Bear all that in mind, that Phil has that in his slideshow, pre-stream art start of every single show.
I love that universe. I love the wizarding world. It's so cool. But I heard that J.K. Rowling is anti-trans, so therefore, I just can't enjoy any of it ever again. It's like, what are you talking about? Well, did J.K. Rowling make the Hogwarts Legacy video game? No. Did she write for the video game? No. Is she involved at all with the video game? No. Is she promoting the video game? No. Can you buy the video game? No, I can't. No. I just can't do it. Like, what are you talking about? Right? None of it makes any sense. Seriously, like, it makes me scratch my head. The way these people think, that they're so close-minded. You can't separate the art from the artist, or you can't have a disagreement with someone, but then agree to disagree and coexist, right? It's crazy. So to me, here's the thing. For me, it's like, damn, if I sit here and I talk about politics at length, because every once in a while I dabble in it, and you guys know it's not a big deal when I do, right? It's just a tangent, and I'll go right back to where we were beforehand. What if I were to make a political show, right? A political show where I would come out and every week, once or twice a week, we cover political topics. And, it'll be a show that would likely cause tons of controversy. People would be up in arms because I'm not going to agree with many people. I'm just not. I know I'm not. I'm not left and I'm not right. I'm in the middle, and I'm just trying to see both sides. And when you see it from a neutral perspective, you realize how crazy they both are. That they're just so over the top insane in each direction. And that you never get anything done when you're so extreme. You can't sit at a polar opposite street, and get anything done in life. The older I get, the more I realize that. So, eventually, is that something that possibly I would be interested in? Yes. Is it something I'm going to do anytime soon? No. Right now, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm enjoying the full-time gaming aspect of it. I'm enjoying that we are slowly instituting variety into the content, and that it's a slow transition. You notice, I eased you guys into change. I didn't rush you in. First, we turned the pre-stream into a podcast. And it took about a year, but now everyone is used to the Level 1 podcast to the point where now I even schedule it into my daily schedule so no one can question it, because it's already a regular part of my content that exists. You see? So now we're good doing the podcast every day. Then I started putting in React style content. You see? This is how it works. You get the slow transitions within a few years time period. The next thing you know, you've got a variety of content out there and you didn't even realize it. Oh crap, and I'm enjoying all of it, right? And that's the fun part, is you don't have to enjoy all of it. If you don't like the Level 1 podcast, still watch the gameplay. If you don't care about the gameplay, watch the podcast. Maybe you like the React style stuff that I do. That's great. Enjoy. That's why I like being variety. I don't want to just do one thing. But eventually, I feel like, we will be in a situation where I can't do what I do today.
Thank you very much, Logan K. For super chat. It says Phil seems pretty bashy. Ban. But yeah, Phil likes to promote all this stuff, and like, I'm a middle of the road. But as soon as someone disagrees with him, he'll just ban them, just not to listen to their opinion. It's just typical Phil. Usual hypocrisy from Phil.
We will be in a situation where I can't do what I do today. I know this. I can't just be a full-time gamer as I get older. We have to do different things. And I absolutely want to transition into different things. Why rush into them? Why immediately jump in and say, we're starting a freaking politics show. We're starting this commentary show and that. No. Why do that? Do it slow, do it when you're ready, when there's reason to do it, right? And that way people will all enjoy it because it's not this jarring shift and change in tone. You see? I'm getting better very much in the last year since I started doing the Level 1 podcast. I'm getting much better at talking to you guys like this. If you haven't noticed, I'm getting much better at being fluent in the way I talk. A lot of the mannerisms that I used to do constantly, I feel like I've maybe phased out. What a lot of people used to say, you say the same mannerisms, duh, or I think, or things things I would say all the time. And I feel like because I now have a show where I talk to you for a good hour and a half every day, nonstop, that I've become a little bit better, a little bit more fluent, a little bit more natural in my delivery, and it allows me to prepare for the future. If I'm going to have...
apparently I missed Turbo Nose. Hang on. Apparently I missed some nose. I'm sorry, guys. I was talking to my fiancé there, so I wasn't really listening to the stream properly. I was busy talking to my fiancé.
In a freaking politics show we're starting this commentary show and that. No. Why?
Yes, that is Turbo Nose. That is definitely Turbo Nose. You guys are right. Sorry for missing that, guys, but I was a bit distracted. That is a triple bingo because it's, you know, horizontal, vertical, and diagonal line. So we're one away. So I need Phil to say idiot.
I do that. Do it slow, you know, do it when you're ready, when there's reason to do it, right? And that way people will all enjoy it because it's not this jarring shift and change in tone. You see? I'm getting better very much in the last year since I started doing the Level 1 podcast. I'm getting much better at talking to you guys like this. If you haven't noticed, I'm getting much better at being fluent in the way I talk. You know, a lot of the mannerisms that I used to do constantly, I feel like I've maybe phased out. Oh, what a lot of people used to say, you say the same mannerisms, duh, or you know, I think, or things that I would say all the time. And I feel like because I now have a show where I talk to you for a good hour and a half every day, nonstop, that I've become a little bit better, a little bit more fluent, a little bit more natural in my delivery, and it allows me to prepare for the future. If I'm going to have a show,
there's a certain amount of irony here that we have a bingo show. We have a bingo show here, which is all about Phil fucking saying and doing things over and over again so much that we can make an actual bingo card of it, multiple different bingo cards out of it. And Phil is saying, since I've started doing live streams, I'm a lot more varied with the things that are coming out my fucking mouth. Are you though, Phil? Are you fucking really? Do you really fucking think so, pal? Because we have 24 out of 25, and idiot is something you say a lot. I mean, we can pig go our chances here. If we want to fucking see how likely it is for Phil to say fucking idiot on pig go, let's just say idiot and type in podcast. How often does Phil say idiot every fucking podcast, I wonder? Did he say it yesterday, for example? Yes, he did. Did he say it on the 13th? Yes, he did. Did he say it on the 12th? Yes, he did. Did he say it on the 11th? Yes, he... No, he didn't say it on the 11th. Phil was off on the 11th because it was Wednesday. Did he say it on the 10th? Yes, he did. He said it on the 9th? Yes, he did. And the 8th as well. And it's every day Phil seems to say idiot at least once. So our chances are very strong that Phil will say idiot again on this very stream. Mr. Predictability. Mr. Reliability with the common things he says all the goddamn time and does all the goddamn time.
Going to be addressing important, interesting topics. Not just politics, but it could be current events and other things like that. I need to be ready for it, right? I need to give myself an opportunity to branch out and get better, rather than me just trying to do it and I'm stuttering and I'm failing, you know. So I hope that this all makes sense. I don't want to rush into anything that I don't feel I'm ready for. And that's why I'm kind of taking my time slowly with any kind of adjustment. Will I eventually do something political? I might. Now's not the time, though. Now would be way too early of a time, I feel. Okay? So Friendly Feline did another super chat. Says, favorite medicine, Metamucil or Mucinex? First of all, Metamucil isn't even medicine. Metamucil isn't it the powdered mix that you put it into a drink so that you can poop? So you're regular. It's supposed to be for older people who can't poop anymore. So you eat it and then you can poop, right? Mucinex is for like sinuses if you have like you know, cold or allergies. So how could you even say? How could you rank medications for different things? I don't know. It's a silly question. Thank you for the super chat. All right, we still got a little bit of extra time. If anyone would like to hit me up with a question in the chat, I'm all ears. We don't have any more shout outs to do, so we got a little bit of extra time here. What do you guys want to talk about today? You're surprised I knew that? Why are you surprised? Darkside Chris says, how would I send a tip with a message? So, use the tips link.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, while Phil's preparing this fucking spiel of how people can fucking give him more goddamn money, let me work on my list of bingo people. Because I have a feeling I'm going to need to update it here. So I'll let this keep playing, and I'm going to just start working on this list.
Exclamation point tip, you'll get your link, you click on it, that's my new tips page, you click on, you want to send a tip, and when you say reason for tip, that's your message. So you say, Darkside Chris here, and I just want to say blah blah blah, that's your message. That's how it works now, it's Chris, thank you. Real Take Sports did a super chat, he says, Dr. Disrespect stole the global gym character from Dodgeball, did he? I haven't seen the Dodgeball movie in so long, that I'm not sure, I don't know what you're referencing, but... Are you accusing him of plagiarism? He stole a character from a movie and that's who he plays in his content? Really? If so, it might be time to sue. Let's get on that. No. I'm sure he'll just say it's either too much of a change or derivative work or something and it wouldn't be affected. Friendly Feline did a super chat. Real take sports, more like real take boars. Wow. Friendly Feline did a super chat to insult the other person who super chatted. Wow. Damn, real take sports. Damn. All right, I will say this, Friendly Feline. Don't get too mean. This is a cordial stream. This is not for people to attack each other. All right, it's not. It's not that kind of stream, so let's not get on each other's throats. I understand there's a little bit of a competition here for kinds of contribution and stuff, but let's not do that, all right? Okay. You know, I will agree on that. Broseph says, well, Dr. Disrespect, because he wears that outfit. It's a mustache, sunglasses, and the mullet wig. He says because he wears that, now he's able to go out in public, and people don't recognize him in public and don't bother him. So maybe it was smart all along. I mean, maybe. You know, that would be an interesting interview. I wonder if anyone would be able to interview the real Dr. Disrespect, not the character, but the man, and be like, aren't you tired of that? Aren't you tired of being that person every day? Because obviously that's not the real you. That's a character you have to portray every day on stream to make money. Aren't you bored? Right? Aren't there days when you're like, you're just tired of this, you don't want to do it? You know, and now you're stuck doing it because that's who people know you as, right? So, doesn't, you know what I mean? Maybe he just loves it. And if that's the case, you know, more power to him. Maybe he just loves doing it and he thinks it's really fun. And he can keep it up forever, and good for him then, if that's the case. But, you know, I couldn't do that. Just being Dark Side Phil back in the day. This stupid over-the-top commentary, constantly having to think, what's the next dumb joke I can make or whatever to fill the dead air? That was driving me nuts. You know, now that I'm me and I can be me and you know, and have a great time with all you guys, naturally, is so much better than what I had to used to do. You know, so I'm just curious what his feeling is about it, about having to be that character every day on stream, you know? Money equals happiness. There you go. Broseph says, you know, for the amount of people that he has on his live streams and the fact that he makes a few $1 million a year, I'd put up with it. And that's when George said, yeah, money equals happiness. That's never been the case for me. I mean, let's be honest. Financial problems are my major source of stress. They really are. In these days, they are. It's the finances is what kills me. It's not anything else. The trolling online, I really don't give a shit about it at this point. It was really bad a couple months ago. It's gotten better. You know, I just wish that financially things were better for me. And they would be maybe if I had listened to all of the fads and trends and things on the internet that told me to do this and be popular and whatever. I literally have always done the opposite. I've just been my own guy and done my own thing, you know. So maybe if I had jumped on the bandwagon, taken those early sponsorship opportunities and sold out and become this washed out character, you know, or acted a role or did the thumbnail, the clickbait, done all the shit, done the drama videos everyone started doing. Maybe if I'd started doing that, you know, things would be a lot different for me today. Maybe I would be happy. I don't know. I'm happy now. Just not the finance side of it. Everything else is fine. I'm happy with who I am, with how my content is, with my home life. I wish I had more time for my home life, but, you know, I'm curious. I really am curious about that. When it comes to these people who are stuck in a character and they can't get out of that. That's who they are now, right? Okay. Yes, Jay. We'll form a new party for today. I think that makes sense. We'll form a new party for today, Jay. For the game. When we jump in, we'll change the party members around. Because last time when I played, I had a certain party.
By the way, I'm actually updating the list right now. I'll see. I think Phil says maybe I'll be happy and then try to see if I can say I actually was happy. No, someone wants me to rewind. Why? I mean, I can rewind if you want, just to fucking go through that segment again if you want. But yeah, I've literally just been keeping myself busy updating my list of bingo people because there's a whole bunch of new names in the chat I've seen.
Guy, done my own thing, you know. So maybe if I had jumped on the bandwagon, taken those early sponsorship opportunities and sold out and become this washed out character, you know, or acted a role or did the thumbnail, the clickbait, done all the shit, done the drama videos everyone started doing. Maybe if I'd started doing that, you know, things would be a lot different for me today. Maybe I would be happy. I don't know. I'm happy now, just not the finance side of it. Everything else is fine. I'm happy with who I am, with how my content is.
Bloody hell, man. This is only 1.25 speed, keep in mind. I want to go normal speed. How does this look normal speed?
Washed out character, you know, or acted a role or did the thumbnail, the clickbait, done all the shit, done the drama videos everyone started doing. Maybe if I'd started doing that, you know, things would be a lot different for me today. Maybe I would be happy. I don't know. I'm happy now, just not the finance side of it. Everything else is fine. I'm happy with who I am, with how my content is, with my home life. I wish I had more time for my home life.
Yeah, he's shaking his head like fucking a lot. That's fucking weird, man. Yeah, that's definitely a fucking weird wee thing. Maybe I'd be happy now. I am happy. It's financially. Man earns 100,000. I say earns. Man is given over 100,000 fucking dollars every single fucking year. He gets between 8 and 10 grand a month usually, and he splurges it all on stupid shit.
But you know, yeah, I'm curious. I really am curious about that. When it comes to these people who are stuck in a character and they can't get out of that. That's who they are now, right? Okay. Yes, Jade. We'll form a new party for today. I think that makes sense. We'll form a new party for today, Jade. For the game. When we jump in, we'll change the party members around. Because last time when I played, I had a certain party, so we'll switch it around again. All right. A couple contributions have come in. All right. So Darkside Chris did a $20 tip. He says, I'm happy you're making a huge effort to turn over a new leaf with yourself. You changed a lot in the last 7 years. With that being said, don't let internet trolls get the better of you. They'll always be there to reminisce on your old self. I think you're doing great. Well, thank you for that. You know, to some extent, yeah, it was them harassing me and saying disparaging things about me that made me kind of feel bad about what I was doing. At the same time, you grow and you evolve as a person. And like I said, it really was kind of an epiphany for me when I started doing the full-time streaming and the interactive streaming in 2017. That I was like, this is so different than what I had used to do. There was always so much dead air because I wasn't talking to anyone. And now, because I have a live audience who I'm chatting with when I play, we can have fun conversation, we can joke with each other, we can have live reactions to games together. You know, and it's so, that's, to me, that is worth so much more. It's so much more genuine, it has so much more value, and it's just more entertaining than someone who's acting a role on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that scripted content isn't entertaining, but there's a place and a time for it. And I don't feel like someone who's like me, who's supposed to be a content creator online, playing games, giving you valid opinions on said games, and talking real with you like I am right now, that you want a character, you know? There's times for characters. I don't, and that's fine, but, I got tired of it. I just don't want to do it anymore. I was really burnt out. That's why in 2016 I changed and I started doing KO Gaming, because I was so tired of being that character on DSP Gaming. I just, like, man, I don't want to do this anymore. There has to be some kind of a change, because I'm so bored, and things were kind of falling apart in my life as well at the same time as that happening with the job. I was like, damn, everything was going wrong. But, yeah, since then, like I said, I like how things are going now, and now they're going even more in a positive direction with the changes and new things I'm doing. So it's awesome, right? I got another chip here from The Scrub. $1 tips. I think it's funny Nintendo had such a head start making the perfect handheld portable console, and Valve has now shit on them with their attempt with the Steam Deck. A lot of people are saying the Steam Deck is amazing. I don't have it. I've not even seen one. I have zero experience with it, so I can't attest to it. But yeah, a lot of people are just saying, the Switch was a huge hit for Nintendo, and then because there was no competition in the handheld market, and now the Steam Deck is like the serious gamers portable, while again the Nintendo Switch ends up being the kids thing. You know what I'm saying? The kids toy. Play school versus, the one that adults use. Yeah, I don't know. I agree and disagree. Definitely the Switch is so underpowered that sadly you're never going to get that full AAA experience on it. At the same time, the first party titles for it are usually outstanding. So it's kind of a mix. Real Tech Sports did a super chat, and money indirectly is happiness equals health and education. Huh? You know what they say money isn't everything? It's like everything. Everything's got to be moderate and everything's got to be balanced, right? If you're filthy rich, it doesn't mean you're happy. If you have a great home life or family life, it doesn't mean that you're fulfilled professionally. Or if you have a good professional life and a good home life, but you don't have any money, then you also are in imbalance. You have to hit that perfect balance between everything in order to truly be successful in life. And you're not there yet. I'm trying to get there. Oh, yeah? Dark Allbox is The Last of Us show starts tonight. I hope it's good. I hope it's good, too. Like I said, a lot of people think they're under this really weird impression with me that I hate The Last of Us. That's not the case at all. I love The Last of Us. The Last of Us 1, still to this day, one of the best stories I've ever experienced in a video game, right? Really meaningful writing, characters that grow and evolve over the course of the game. At the end of the game, you get one of the most heart-wrenching endings I've ever seen. It's rare when you get a game that you care about that much by the end. You know what I'm saying? And this show is that plot. This is not The Last of Us 2. This is the original Last of Us game being portrayed as a TV show. And the thing is, they're likely going to stretch it out. I doubt season 1 is the whole plot of the first game. It'll likely be like a portion of that. So this is something that could last seasons and seasons to even get through the more meaningful plot. And by the way, I'm going to say this right now. I guarantee you, mark my words on this. And if I'm wrong, I guess I'll have to eat crow. If the show is successful, which I feel like it will be, and they eventually get to the plot line of The Last of Us 2, I guarantee you they're not going to do the crappy ass writing of 2 where the timeline jumps all over the place. That was some of the worst writing I've ever seen in a video game. A game where you start at this point, but now you're going forward, but now you're going backward, but now you're forward, but now you're backward. So now you're supposed to like the character who just murdered the character that you like, because then there's a backward story to explain the backstory, and then you go back to the present. It's like, that was some of the worst, sloppiest writing I've ever seen. I hated it. Like, just tell me the story. Maybe if you just told me the fucking story in order, I'd like it. Rather than you fucking jump. I guarantee you the narrative for the show will be different. That they will do it in a way that makes sense. I really feel that way. Because for an outsider audience to try to watch a show that's like that, you'll never know what the fuck. You know what it's like? Lost. You ever saw the TV show Lost? Lost originally had a core plot that they wanted, and then Lost got so powerful and successful as a TV show, they expanded the show for like 3-4 more seasons than it was supposed to be. So all of a sudden, you're forward in the timeline, you're backward in the timeline. Here's an alternate timeline. Here's a timeline that's in space in an alternate dimension, but you get sucked into the planet, onto this fucking timeline of the dimension of the. Oh, there's the snake. The snake is locked. What the fuck are you talking about? What? The writing was so bad because they didn't intend it to be like that. And Last of Us 2 is kind of like, just tell me a story. Maybe I'll like it, but just tell me the story. And they don't even do that. They fuck with you. So I feel like if they just make The Last of Us 2's plot better in the show, in the order should be, it'll probably be very better, right? Anyway. It is what it is. All right, guys. We have reached the end of the show. Thank you to those who have chilled with me here for the Level 1 podcast. Hope you enjoyed the show. Now, I will say this. It would be great if some of you would chill with me with One Piece. I know that what happens is I'm going to end the show right now, the podcast, and immediately, like a crashing wave, a big wave of people will say, bye-bye, woo, surf away. But it would be nice if some of you would chill with me for One Piece, because it's a chill game. If you like the chill nature of the podcast, you very well may enjoy One Piece. Stick around. If you don't like it, that's fine, but at least give it a shot, because I think some people are like, oh, JRPGs, I must hate them. I must, absolutely must hate them. I don't know why people have that mentality, but, Real Take Sports did a super chat. Look at George Costanza without money versus Seinfeld. Huh? Look at George Costanza without money versus Seinfeld. What does that even mean? I don't know. Codeman, thank you for re-upping your membership. This is the Last of Us review show. You can do a free? Huh? First of all, I don't have HBO Max and I have no plans to get it. So I couldn't even do a Last of Us review show if I wanted to, because it's only on HBO Max, right? So I couldn't do that to begin with, but nah. Maybe that's something eventually I could get into if I continue to diversify my content. We could get to a point where I do that kind of stuff. I have no desire to do that right now. I don't want to start watching pop culture shows and shit right now. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. Great podcast. All right. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that we had a good time. I hope you enjoyed it. And, I hope that with all the inclement weather we've been hearing about recently,
Wait for it, he's going to fucking
it does not affect you like this.
Yeah, fucking bullshit. Boring ass bullshit.
Got to change the camera. Well, I want to start, but I want to stretch because I've been sitting down now for almost 2 hours. I want to stretch my legs and move around.
He stood up earlier on to fucking check, it went in fucking scenes. He stood up twice during his podcast. Remember, like, one time he fucking had to check something out and didn't tell his audience what it was he was actually going to fucking see. And another time he went to his fucking window and pretended there was fucking someone outside. No, he has not been fucking, sitting there for 2 hours. He has actually stood up twice and walked about at times. The guy's fucking falling apart.
A little bit before we begin, just so that, because already my back, I feel a little stiff. So you give me a second here. Let me turn this on, and I'm just going to get up and walk around the office for a second, and then we're going to jump into it. Ooh, my back. Oh! Okay, let me walk. Oh. Ah! Whew. Phew. Oh, stretch. Stretch out. Okay. Stretch. Get the blood flowing. Get that blood flowing. Very good. Very good. Okay. Eventually, humans will be so lazy, they will invent a way to exercise while sitting down. The chair will strap onto all your limbs, and as you're just sitting here doing nothing, the chair will move your limbs around to exercise you while you sit. So you don't have any conscious effort, it just does it. So you sit there all day doing nothing, like watching a show, and you get up and you're ripped. Whoa, bro! Now that would be something. Okay. I just needed some blood flow, because I've been sitting there for almost 2 hours. I need some blood flow in my body. Okay. Alrighty. Let's jump into one. Oh, we already lost like 20 viewers. What are you doing? No. Don't leave yet. Come on. Stop it. Don't leave. We lost another viewer. Don't leave. We're at 315. Okay, everyone stay. Absolutely no one leave. We're at 315. We can maintain 315 viewers. We're 313. Come on, who left? I just said only 2 people left. Come on, man. What's up, Cheerio Eater? How you doing today? This is bullshit. Stick around. Let's just give it a chance. Perhaps One Piece will be good. Oh, we gained a viewer. 314. Look at that. We gained a viewer. Thank you for listening to my beckoning plea for some patience here. All you got to do is give One Piece a chance, and I guarantee you might like it. You might actually enjoy the game if you give it a chance. But if you leave before we boot up the game, you'll never give it a chance. You won't know if we like it.
Hold on. I guarantee you might like it. Did you just fucking say that?
A viewer. 314. Look at that. We gained a viewer. Thank you for listening to my beckoning plea for some patience here. All you got to do is give One Piece a chance, and I guarantee you might like it. You might actually enjoy the game if you give it a chance.
I guarantee you might like it. I mean, that's a fucking perfect pickup line if ever I fucking saw one. I'm going to, I mean, if I ever think, I'm going to try that in the missus next time. You know, I want to try something new, honey. I guarantee you might like it. I see how fucking well that works for me.
But if you leave before we boot up the game, you'll never give it a chance. You won't know if we like it or not, all right? If you like the podcast, chances are you're going to like, 305! We're 305 viewers! We just lost 9 viewers! Come on, man! Come on! It's bullshit. It's bullshit! Red Gamer says, I'm leaving. I'm at the same spot of the game as you. I want to avoid spoilers. Fair enough. Fair enough. If you spent the money for the game, you don't want to spoil for yourself. I totally understand. Okay. Alright. So, ladies and gents, we're about to start. I will reiterate what I said at the beginning of the podcast. This is my only stream for today. Okay? There's no other stream. This is it. After this, tonight, I have to do private react videos for patrons. So... if you are having a good time, and if you're enjoying the playthrough and you're enjoying the chill vibes and everything about it, I would appreciate it if you could support the stream in some way. Here are the many ways you can support the stream. Liking it. Seriously, just giving a like on the stream helps a ton. It allows more people to know that I'm streaming in the algorithm. People will look for One Piece Odyssey and find DSP Gaming if you like the stream more. So thank you for that. And that's easy to do. It takes literally a quarter of a second to click the like. Okay? Super chats, super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships, tips. They all are going above and beyond. They all help this channel. The fact that I don't have any advertisements, shilling, product placements. I don't run ads actively, except for the one ad break that I take during a very long stream. All of this helps tremendously. So please consider supporting in any way. In particular, as you know, we have rewards.
Oh my god, he burped. That was a burp. That was a burp right there.
All of this helps
Yeah, that was a burp. We got a fucking free space. Oh my fucking god, I didn't think it was going to fucking happen. Him fucking going on and on and on with his fucking dumbass fucking... That was right to the fucking death, but that was a free space, and we've earned that free space, and that is a goddamn fucking bingo, ladies and gentlemen. We fucking made it. That was right at the goddamn death, but we fucking got there right at the fucking end. Clutch burp, yeah, exactly. Clutch fucking burp. Now, let me look up my list again. Is there anyone new here? I don't think there's actually... Hold on. Okay, so fucking... Right, hold on. I need to fucking get us organised. First of all, let's see how well Phil's doing right now. Let's refresh this.
Half of the anime. I watched the entire Skypiea arc and a little bit after that, and that's really I stopped watching. So I haven't seen it. I never saw that much of the anime.
Does Phil? He's at $25. It's strange that Phil was still on that fucking screen. I thought he like not fucking progressed and we're like behind by 40 minutes, but no, Phil has actually been playing the game since. This is live Phil. I'm confused the fuck at me because I've refreshed it and he's still looking at that fucking load screen, but it was a different time. That was actually fucking progress, the goddamn thing. So, yeah, okay. Oh, fuck DSP. Fuck that guy. So, random wheel names. There we go. So, I need to fucking remove all these. And, here we go, guys. Hang on. I need to copy and paste all these names I've got here. Guys, you'll never guess how many names I have now. 158 of you guys at least, and there's more because there's a couple of new names in chat I'm seeing which I still need to fucking add as well. So hold on. Fuck's sake, so many people are talking now. Calm down. Calm yourselves down. What was that fucker's name? I've seen earlier on before I fucking vanish. Platinum the 20, whoever the fuck that is. Get on your name, so I'm adding you. Platinum the 20. Okay, guys, so I'm going to copy and paste all that again. So we've got 159 different names here. Cool. So, guys, if your name is not on the list here, let me know. I'm going to scroll down now, slowly. You let me know if your name's not here. It's in alphabetical order as well, by the way, in case you're wondering. So here we go. So I've got Klaus Mystery, and CMO Green, and Darkseid the Phil, and Dashay, and we got D-Dog in there, we got Demon Raichu, we got Flip Warbucks, we got Francisco Ramos, Mejia, Hi Am Stu, Ian Sorare, Johnny Chase, Junes Mayfire, we've got Kyle Denson, we've got Master of Lie, I think it's meant to be Master of Light, I'm not sure, but fuck it, or Master of Flight, I don't even know. Meerkat's in there randomly, of course. We've got Mob Mama, Nasty Fripples, we've got Pam, Solo, Pit Lord, and we got fucking Pause Clay as well, and Prophet, and Quasar X, and Shion, Yorigami. Solomon is there, and Snood, and Stuart Gascoigne, Sunsport Gallery, the Baltic Bro, Tommy, got all these names in here. If your name has not appeared yet, and this is alphabetical order, remember, alphabetical order. I wasn't going to read every single person's name. I'm not going to do that every single, but I was showing you. I was showing you guys here. So, is everyone there? If your name's not there, let me know. Storm Martin says his name's not there. You're right, it's no. Well, let me fix that right fucking now. There you go, your name's not fucking there. Fantastic stuff. Let me select all and copy that and save it into my list. Anyone whose name is not there, let me know or forever hold your wished. Tenshi Hinawan, your name's not there either, but in my defence, Tenshi, I've never seen you before in my fucking life. In my defence. That's probably why your name's not there, I'm just saying. I think it's a very good reason. I think it's a very good excuse on my part. Hang on, so Tenshi Hinana, wow, what the fuck? Say, hang on, too many fucking bills. Hinanawi. That's probably it. Okay, Man of Medan is not. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's so many fucking people coming out of the fucking woodwork. Hold on. There's a couple more people I know. Remember, tag my name, guys. Tag my name in chat if you need your name added, just so to help me make it seen. Green Lobster, I'm pretty sure you should be there. Yeah, fucking know then. That's strange. Okay, hang on. Green Lobster. There you fucking go, Green Lobster. Some guy, so as I said, tag me myself. Jesus Christ, there's so many fucking new ones. I swear, some of you fuckers are probably making soccer accounts. Myself 086. Green Lobster is now there. Jail Hooley wants to be added. That's of course perfectly fine if he's not added already. He can go. Actually, it's if we're doing alphabetical order, I'll go here. Zhao. Hold on, am I doing that right? Okay. Myself, yeah, I just added you there. VLX, you're there. See, you've been there the whole time, VLX. See. What's that other guy? Hang on, it's like some web guy, or whatever his name is. Some guy on the webs. So I add you as well. And it's all one word, I think. Yeah. So you would go there then. Some guy on the webs. I fucking butchered that bastard. Hell, that name. There we go. Cool stuff. I think that's everyone. I think we might have everyone. Are we all happy now? Are we all good? Are we all hunky dory? I can't tell. List is tiny. It's the biggest I can fucking make list. I mean, I know it's hard to see it on the wheel as well. Sort A to Z. I'm gonna fucking go and select all, copy it all, select all, and save it into my notepad file. Right, I am prepared to spin this wheel very soon, guys. We have 165 names on the list now. It's growing. Give More Blood is on here. He should be on here anyway. Yeah, he's on here. So there you go. Yeah, you're right there fucking there, pal. Don't need to fucking add you, you've been there the whole time. You paranoid wee fuck. Okay, I think we're good. I might just remove him. It's like, fuck you, get more blood. No, I can't do that. I'm too fucking mean. It's very tempting to remove that tiny mouth bastard, but it's too fucking weak. Too mean. Geek Beak. You seem new. No, you're not. You're there. Okay, cool. Cool. No worries. Chris, thanks. So you're an host. Yes, you are. Good stuff. Okay, guys. Are we all ready? Are we all fucking ready? Before I spin it, I have to shuffle it. All right? Because every day I'm shuffling. So here we fucking go. Name our names added, right? There's 165 you fuckers on here already. Probably half anyone soccer accounts for you guys because you're fucking greedy for the bingo, but it is what it is. Every day I'm shuffling, and I'm going to start to spin in 3, 2, 1. Spin that shit, DJ. Who's it going to land on? Who's it going to land on? MLG Coconuts. I don't know if they're even here tonight. MLG Coconuts has won. Congratulations to them. I don't know if they're here. If they are here, well done. I have no earthly idea how to get in touch with this person. And see, this is the thing. I need them to try and get in touch with me, and I don't think I know who the hell they are. Like, I think they were on stream one time and asked for their name to be added, so I did. So, yeah, I mean, it's please, if you're listening, MLG Coconuts, please let me know. I don't think they're here tonight. I'm not entirely sure. If anyone knows who they are, maybe let me know if you can. It's very tempting to, like, as I said, this was a list that has been saved. So they were on previous streams before, in the past anyway, which is why I have their name saved in my list. So it's quite possible they're not here anymore. At least not tonight anyway. Jesus, so yeah. It's very tempting to respin, but it feels a bit mean to do that as well, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I'll let you guys decide. Should I spin again? Or should I just let them be the winner and try and find a way to contact them? Snoot says, give it to Jasper's Angels instead. As a shout, yeah. You should be present to win. That's not really fair. I mean, there's a couple of names on this list for people who've never been here, to be fair. Like, after a couple of random, you know, like Evil AJ is barely here. But I threw him in there anyway, because why not? If they're not present under their name to Jasper's Angels, yeah, okay, I think I'll do that. Right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to wait until I'll give like a week or something, right? Like Friday. I'll give until like actually maybe not Friday, because I'm not even going to be here Friday, by the way, guys. But there's a fucking so I'll give it till I'll give it till Thursday, okay? Late Thursday. If we still haven't got it done by Thursday, if we still have no response from MLG Coconuts by Thursday, then I will give it to Jasper's Angels. Okay? Okay, so that's what we'll do. So we have a winner for the bingo. It's MLG Coconuts. We have no idea if they're still around in some capacity. And yeah, I guess if anyone knows who they are, reach out to them, let them know they've won bingo. But I've got no fucking clue who they are. So we're just going to have to trust the fact that they might fucking watch this and realise they are a fucking winner. There we fucking go. There's not really much more I can do about that, but I'll give it until after Thursday's bingo, okay? And if there is no winner, I will put it towards Jasper's Angels. So I think it's fair to give it some time. So there we go. As I give more blood soccer count, you should respin. Nah, we'll just wait until, like, you know, after bingo on Thursday and see if it's been claimed yet. I think that's the fairest thing to do. But guys, thank you very much for joining me for tonight's bingo. I do appreciate it. So I was wondering when it would happen, when we'd have somebody win when I spun it, but they wouldn't be here for it. Make a community post for them. I could try that as well. Yeah, I could try that as well. We'll see what we can do. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call things here for now. Thank you very much again for joining with me. I do appreciate it. And yeah, I'm going to end things how I always end things. I'm going to end things by showing off the incredibly talented Pixar Animations Notorious PIG contributions video. You guys all know I don't fucking every time I go full screen autoplays. Fuck off. Anyway, you guys all know I love this wee fucking tune so fucking much, and I love the video as well. Pixar Animations does some great rework, and I would highly recommend checking out their content. You know, their content. They're always working on trying to kind of make new stuff. They had a very actually. I'm very curious. I'm curious. How well has his most recent video done lately? 12k views for Is DSP Gaming a Cult? Is that his most popular video? I think it might be Pixar's most popular video. Oh, it's not. It's Squeezed Banana. But hey, for 9 days ago. No, Squeezed Banana was 9 months. Meet the Cat was 2 years ago. This is 9 days old, this fucking video, and it's already at 12k views. So, big ups to Pixar Animations, doing incredible stuff there. That's what I'm saying. It's just, he's always working on new stuff as well, you know what I mean? And it's one of those things where he always provides some robust, entertaining content, as you guys know, you know what I mean? So, make sure you show Pixar Animations some love, guys. And I'm going to end things out, I always end things by playing this video. But this video's got 8.3k views. I think I'm responsible for the 8 part of that, you know what I mean? Because every single bingo, I play this at the end of it because it's so damn good. But anyway, guys, thank you once again for joining me for some bingo. I do hope you've enjoyed your weekend, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend to come. I'll see you all tomorrow, probably, for some more DSP bingo shenanigans. If I can't make it, I will let you guys know, but for now, I should be able to make it tomorrow, but we'll see. And Pixar says he's working on a new music video right now, so that's quality stuff. But yeah, guys, thanks once again for joining me. I do appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Until then, have a good one, guys, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Free. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that, in an instant, fucking gone.